Everybody do. Everybody
Throw
do.
out
Please.
I've been waiting for you to come back. Throw him out, please. He won't.
We're gonna let Jack have his show back. Let him speak.
Hey, Paul, there's Trump. There's me. Secret Service
I
brought
don't
me
care.
there,
Will you
okay?
throw everyone out, please? Who just has like a bunch of shit to just say that has nothing to do with anything going anywhere as usual.
This isn't dropping names. This is just
I
showing
just
you
don't
how
care.
close
I just don't care. Don't care.
Yeah,
We did it all. Why can't we get down to what was just said? It's like no one heard it. We're never in the same room, it seems. He just said, do you think standing up to authority and questioning authority and upholding the law and God-given rights makes you a big man? Yes, it does. Surrounded by a bunch of punk-ass cowards like you who do little to nothing and vote for a master and pay slave tax. Yes, it does. That's why you're so triggered. Asking a question you know the answer to. Yes, it does. Makes you a brave, courageous man, a great man. That's how you make America great again, is by having great men. And great men throughout history are known for being great for only one or a few reasons. They're courageous and brave. They don't submit to tyranny, and they're willing to die or go to a box to stand on it. You're none of those things. You're a punk-ass coward, and it doesn't matter what the fuck else you do. Simple.
I love all of it. I love it all. Now, what do you do?
America great again by voting for somebody who doesn't exemplify those qualities, and he definitely doesn't.
Now, Senior, you were gonna, since we're making comparisons here, you were gonna tell me what you do on a daily basis to make America great again.
Vote, pay tax, get licenses and registrations, act like a coded policy slave, take his woman down to get treatments, then say he's not responsible for himself and the women and children and anyone else, just like he put me on drugs and did the best he could. It's the same bullshit over and over for decades. Has no common sense, has no acuity, right? Can't look at cause and effect, can't make connections, won't research, won't apply anything they researched, won't get any results worthy of looking at, blames everyone else. Votes for daddies. Votes for daddies consistently since the beginning of time.
And take credit for you.
And then say he made my success, right?
You gonna tell us what Trump does or what you do?
Well, that's his daddy. He's a hoe, right? If you're a hoe, you got to say, here's my daddy and here's what he does for us.
Yes. Here's who does shit for me.
He doesn't have any power in his own life, so he's got to genuflect to where he thinks his power is, which is another man. That's what hoes do.
It's shameful.
It's pathetic.
It's just crazy to see these people.
Make America great again versus make Allah great again. I wonder.
Wow.
That's at least has fucking logic and reasoning. I could get under that. I can.
I just wonder why Paul seems to understand the son cares enough to not fucking want to placate him and bullshit him and just go, okay, you're okay to live that way. This is so fucking sideways, so satanic. The fucking children, the pedophilia getting traded, millions of children every fucking year, only topped by the number of adults that disappear. And you're saying this government is something that you're cognitively fucking stepping in and saying,
he's the devil. He's an infidel. This is what I'm telling you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much fiat he gives me. This is what he doesn't understand. His soul is given over, right? He's an infidel. He lacks true faith. He's worldly, and he's going to keep supporting pedophilic beast system masters and billionaires who run his life because he's powerless spiritually, physically, metaphysically, and every other way. It's clear.
Well, there's another part, okay, and I'm not making disagreements, but there's many people in that position. They're still conforming because they don't believe there's alternatives. I think, unfortunately, I've heard his
woman to a satanic sacrifice. I told him and the woman what they already knew, that it was bad. He didn't take it, but he took her to take it. So he made what he sacrificed.
Not in
as
a kid.
These folks do sacrifices all the time and don't know it. They sacrifice their own women and children over to the beast system, then claim they have no leadership as a man in the home.
We heard your narrative many times.
And then they sit there and laugh and giggle and shake their head and buck up in their ego instead of being repentant and being on their knees.
It'll always be that way. It'll never change. Never change.
They're unrepentant, worldly reprobate.
Well, it'll always be evil. It's going to get worse.
preachers they go to who help them
Yeah.
feel better about their sickness.
Paul Sr., do you
that they
think your
continue to
son's
create.
making all this shit up? Do you think he's actually smart enough to fucking conjure this up out of thin air?
Yeah, is there any validity to things Paul says?
You can tell
You're
why
muted
Paul's the
if
way
you're
he is
talking,
and why his dad's
Senior.
the way he is. The total
You're muted if
completely
you're
opposites.
talking.
And I see, now it makes sense why Paul's the way he is, so passionate. Because, dude, it's like your dad, I get it now.
Yeah,
I get
I've
why
been
Paul's
dealing with
completely
controlling,
opposite.
domineering, egoic, passive-aggressive, manipulative, narcissist all my
I
life.
want
who
Scott
don't
to
know
show me
themselves.
some more workshop pictures. Scott,
Right.
show us some more workshop pictures.
Right. So
You
deflection.
think that
We're gonna
you think
deflect.
that wasn't real?
It's like that.
You're
As real
thinking-
as you are.
He'll drop the microphone and say what he says to deflect and throw away, but
Oh, I asked
he
you
won't
a
add
serious
to the
question.
conversation. Yeah. As everything Paul says, is he a loony in your eyes, Senior?
Is he a
Jesus
loony?
Christ.
No, he thinks what he thinks. I think what I think.
Okay.
Very simple.
Do you agree with any of his philosophies? If so, can you tell me a few?
Yeah, some of them I can agree with. Like I've told him many times, I don't agree with most of the things he says, but that's his deal. I
I get that.
mind.
Give me
What?
either your agreements or disagreement. I'd be happy with
Well,
either.
I didn't have these Joe Cool. I didn't have all the notes ready, but if you let me know next time, I'll make
No.
some notes
You
and
can
let
just give me
know.
a couple off the head that you agree with. You say you agree with many. You could come up with a couple
No,
off
no,
your
no.
head.
I said I disagree with many.
All right, tell me one or two of those.
Oh, I don't believe in driving without insurance, license plates, and I
Did
wasn't
you look
raised
into
that
any
way.
of
But
it?
if that's what he, if that's what,
Did
if
you look
that's what
into
he
any
wants
of
to-
it?
I'm not interested in.
No, because you're not interested and don't agree with it, so you don't look into and research you agree with, right? You
I
don't
don't
need
need
to.
to. To me,
You don't need to. You know it. You know it all.
no, I don't. To me,
Why wouldn't you investigate it?
Because he's a
Because to
punk
me-
coward who'll never be willing to
See,
do
there you
it.
go.
He's going to go along to get
You
along.
want to talk over because you don't want to hear what I have to say. So keep talking.
You do what you're told. That's why.
I'd love to hear a reason as
You're
to
a
why you
hoe
don't
and you do what
investigate
you're
these
told
Because
by
things.
the system.
in my mind, it's like being in the mafia. If you don't have the proper plates, insurance, I don't want to be looking over my shoulder every day. Okay, if I get stopped, I don't want the hassle. I don't want the headache. It's just
Right.
that
So
simple.
you're not saying whether it's right or wrong. You're saying you're a punk coward and don't want to live.
You're saying they'll beat you so you comply.
Right. You're a slave.
They'll beat me. I never said it
Compliance
like
to a
that.
new world
They'll
order
rob
beat
you.
system agenda, right?
they'll
Rob
rob
That's why
you
you
and
vote for
kidnap
Trump.
you
said
and
that.
throw you in a
I
prison
said-
No,
somewhere.
that's
If I
absolutely
get
everything
stopped-
you're doing, Paul Senior.
if
Your
I get
optics show
stopped-
that you comply to a
if
beast
I get
system
stopped,
agenda.
I don't
And that's
hold
why
on,
you
Jack.
treat your son the way he does, because he's actually
If
against
you
that.
get stopped, what will they
Everything
do?
that you're for is a beast system agenda, Paul Senior. Your son is against that. No wonder you clash with them, because you're about the optics with you. It's not even your voting thing; it's your mentality. It's a beast, worldly, as he said, worldly. He went through the list, but you could see it. You're like flaunting about the government, flaunting about the life. But someone who stands against it and you don't even research it, it's a beast new world order system. You're
I don't need
compliant,
to
bro.
research it. It's not for
Yeah,
me.
you're compliant. New world order beast system agenda. We
It's
know
not
what's going on.
me.
Freedom and God-given
how is it
rights.
not for
You're a
you?
number. It is you.
Freedom and God-given rights are not for you. That's why America can't be great again. It's populated by folks like you who think
Oh,
they
it'll
have
be
their own
great
mind,
again.
but all think the same
It will
thing.
How
be
is
great
it not
again.
for you? You
And
want America
God-given
great.
rights and freedoms not for you and the rest of them. So vote for Donnie.
How is
I
it
will.
not for you if
I'm
you
going
want
to do
America
that.
And
great?
you'll
Don't
take
you have
my
to make sure it's
God-given
great?
rights and freedoms because they're not for you, because you're a collectivist.
Good point as well.
That's why you claim to be my supporter, but you're not. You're an opposer by definition because you're supporting
No,
a system
no, I
that wants to
have a
take
mind-
my God-given rights because they're not for
I have
you.
a mind of
It's-
my own.
Yeah,
I
a
have a
mind of your own,
my
thinking
own.
thoughts
You
and
do-
doing the same thing everyone
That's
else is
your
doing. Great
opinion.
job with your ego, fool.
That's your opinion.
No, that's the
That's the
facts of the
problem.
matter. You didn't come
Everybody's-
up
Yeah,
on your
he-
own with the idea to vote for Donnie. You and half the country in more. You don't have a mind of your own. Just
Oh,
like
I
half,
do.
just like
Oh,
half
yes,
the
I
world.
do.
Collectivized.
I have a mind of my
You're
own.
a slave mind. That's what you have.
Okay, I'm
You have a
See,
slave
they're-
mind of your own.
They're the name calling.
That's the truth of the facts of the matter.
Oh,
I'm
it's
not
your
sure that was
truth.
the name.
You just
called.
said it. You
Say
don't
have a
care
slave
about
mind.
God-given rights and freedom. It's not your thing.
I didn't say that. I said not having life restriction.
Not given right. It's in the law. Go look it up.
I don't have to look it up.
Because
I
you
do
don't
what I
care
do.
about the
do
law.
What are you,
of the land,
psychic?
God
You
given rights.
just
You're
know?
a punk ass collectivist
I
coward.
just know.
So when it
Yes,
comes to
you say
certain
you
things,
don't
like
have
if
to
they were
look
to
it up.
start
You
taking, no,
trust
wait,
in
if they were
other
I
to
didn't
start
say
taking your
I
guns,
didn't,
would you
I'm
look
not
up the
interested.
law?
I told you.
No, I
You're
want to know if they
trusting
start
other-
taking right to bear arms, would you start researching it? Would you, like, because you're sitting here saying you don't research the driver thing.
Snafu snaps. You didn't listen. I told you before, and he spoke on it. The policy enforcement back at New York when I was there came to the house and said, you got to give us your guns. And he gave it to him and blamed me.
Wow. See, you didn't, and yeah, you say you research it, but you're compliant.
He gave up his God-given
Yeah.
rights, went against the law for policy and code because he doesn't know the difference, didn't even try to fight it, gave the damn rights and guns up,
I
and
gotta
blamed
ask,
me
Senior.
and told me I should leave the house so he could get his guns and rights back. That's
No,
what he
I
I
see
gotta
it now. No,
That's
you know what? When you
another
said
lie.
you were worried about
You're
turning your
lying.
back because when you said you were worried about looking over your shoulder because of a damn cop pulling you over, driver. But now Paul kind of reinforced what was said. I didn't know the full thing on that, Paul. My bad. So now you explained to Alejandro. I see what you are, Paul Senior. You're a very compliant citizen, thinking Trump is the
Yes.
better, the good cop
Yes.
versus evil cop, good cop
That's
versus evil cop.
correct.
And Paul Jr. is trying to tell you step out of the New World Order beast system agenda and play.
I
And
have
you're
my own
fucking
mind.
clowning on
He
him
has his own
when you're
mind.
part of that slave
He has
mind.
his
I have
own
my
He's
mind.
own
just trying to
mind.
tell you you're part
He
of
has
a
his
slave
own mind.
mind.
Wanting
Just
anybody
doing
to
and
tell
living
me
like
anything.
everyone else. His own mind.
I have my
Doing and
best
living like
friend,
everyone else.
Paul. I have my best friend I lost over this same scenario fucking since I was a child. And this is my true best friend. But I'm watching him build his son up, and his son just got married, and his son and his new wife just had babies. His son's a fucking rock star of a kid who's working literally for a large investment firm. I won't say who it is. His girlfriend was working for Facebook, got fucking bought by Microsoft. She's working Romo, has a kid, and I'm sitting and watching him with the fiat, not understanding trust and how to turn this back in or stay away from it altogether. I hate the fact that people don't understand what your son fucking knows. He knows he's not trying to mislead you. And first off, do you think your son's that stupid that he's going to try and bullshit you?
I
He's
didn't
not
say
trying to
that.
bullshit you.
Whoever said that, I have a mind of my own. I think for myself.
I hear you got a mind of your own, but is it possible you've been misled by the masses? Because we've all been
Anything's
misled.
possible.
Okay,
Oh,
we've all
anything's
been.
possible.
Can I
Hey,
check
Paul,
if you have a
it's
mind of
possible.
your own? Do you have a right under God or the Second Amendment to have those guns?
I have my own. I have them.
Hey, Paul.
So
I wanna
yes,
ask you
you'd
a
agree.
question.
Hold
When
on,
you- when you-
Snafu,
Shut the
please.
fuck
No, I want to
up.
ask Paul a question. Paul, when you
Can you
just
ask
said
whether
Daddy,
your
I'm
dad?
Anyone?
Go give him 3 minutes.
Thank you.
Fucking Christ Almighty!
So you do agree that you have a right to have those guns?
Oh,
Yeah?
absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
and but you gave yours up.
He
Some
doesn't
of them.
tell the whole. He doesn't tell the whole story, but that's a long time ago.
Tell the
don't-
whole
yeah,
story,
yeah, I don't
how
want
long
to-
ago it was, and how you're the same fucking person. Tell it.
Yeah, I
He
don't.
doesn't. He doesn't tell.
Tell
he only
it,
tells
fuck
half of
face,
the
and stop
narrative.
talking about what I didn't tell. You tell it.
I'm not getting into that. That's
Because
a
you're
long
a
time
fake
ago.
ass lying motherfucker like
Right,
you is.
You want
exactly.
you see
Right.
when tested on your theories,
You're a
you
fake
do
ass
not.
lying motherfucker. Like
You
I've
gotta
been
talk
saying,
about
you
it.
can show it.
You got to come across with your point of view on this to make it solid.
Yes, you just say I feel a way. My woman does that, right? You got to get facts. You're a man.
I mean, there's you. So let me just ask another question. All right. So let's suppose you already agree your son's no fucking idiot, and he's not the kind of guy who's just coming to bullshit you. So when he's in trouble, he comes and he goes, "Dad, I'm fucked. I mean, here, what am I going to do? Will you help me?" So he looks to you with respect and obviously some sort of adoration because you're his dad. Now, at the same time, forget all the banter and bullshit. Do you think there's some honor in what he's saying? That he's saying, okay, look at here, the system's broken. Here's why it's broken. Here's how it's broken. And you're not able to take this in because, well, one, maybe everybody else does it this way, so I'm going to follow suit. Or two, I've always done it this way and my family's always done it this way, so I must have been taught right. Or three, are you afraid that if you do things in a new way, people are afraid of change? Fear of change is fucking number one on people's list. Are you afraid to just change the way you're doing things? Because any one of those is not a good enough excuse, in my opinion, to not step out of your own fucking ego and say to yourself, here's a fucking handful of guys, plus a few, who are telling you not only are you wrong, but you're sadly so misinformed that your actions are harmful to the rest of us in an actual fight for freedom.
So what do you do, Scott, for freedom? What do you do? Drop
You're
names,
just
throw
angry,
pictures?
bro. You're just mad.
I walked away from the fucking
Oh,
voting. I
Fucking
sent in my
asshole.
resignation, no longer
Right.
to be a voter, after being fucking involved with the Trump campaign. That's why I had that picture. That's why I was there. No, I didn't meet him, but yes, I was escorted in by Secret Service, then found to be there, and they said, get him out of there. Then the other ones that brought me there were like, no, put him back. He's supposed to be there. So me and the fucking 4 friends I brought with me, because I have connections, got moved in, moved out, moved back in, like we were fucking circus clowns, because they weren't really clued in on what they were doing. But
So what is it
What
that
if-
you bring to the table for this country then, Scott?
what
the example of leaving that system and showing that I was cheap, but I turned away, you can turn away.
Maybe I don't want to turn away. That's a decision that you made. I don't have to follow you or anybody
You're
else.
belligerent. You don't want the truth, and you don't
Yes, I'm
want to.
belligerent.
You don't want to do it because
Whatever
it's.
name you
You
want.
don't, I was talking. You don't want to do it because it's true and it's right, and it's the right thing to do for all of us. You want to have your own way in your own mind, which is everyone else's way and mind, and you want to continue in your ineptness. You have that opportunity. Continue to make a fool of yourself. Act like it's your own
Yes.
choice. Play an ego game with
Yes.
yourself. You know deep down
Yes.
you're a fucking slave. You do what everyone else and you power.
Yes.
That's why you give your power away to Donnie and others.
Yes.
It's simple.
Senior,
There's no
another
more to go with
question.
this. He's egoic
Another-
and won't change because he thinks there's power where he
Yes.
loses power.
another
Yes.
question you probably want to answer, Senior. There are good cops, bad cops. What percentage of the cops out here are bad, in your opinion?
Well, I'm not a cop lover, in case you want to know.
All right.
No.
we gotta-
I
we gotta
want a
hold off on the
percentage.
rest of these
That is
questions
not
for
an
just
answer.
a
I don't
minute.
know the percentage. What does it matter what I
Guys,
think
we
it
got
is?
we got Mr. Talcott on the run.
Doesn't matter
He's
what
just
percentage
informed
I
me that
think.
he
Do I
has
think-
surrendered to
Do I
the
think
Emperor.
most of them?
Again, my
He has
question
no
doesn't
intention of
matter.
coming back.
Oh, you're coming off really, Senior. You're coming off really egotistical. My shit
Oh,
is
you
really
don't even know what the
irrelevant.
word means, egotistical. All I said
Yeah,
was
I
I
would
don't
call you
know.
on that,
I
Joe.
don't,
I
I
don't think
don't
you
know what the
fucking word
percentage is.
is.
All right, Joe Cool, 50-50. How's that sound?
That sounds, if that's your opinion, I'm okay with that.
There you go. Now my opinion counts. Wonderful.
No, you just helping me get to some ways to figure it out so we can communicate better in the future.
So did he just say 50-50 good cop, bad cop?
He did.
Okay, well, that verifies right there he's not capable of objective logic because all policy and code enforcement are objectively bad human beings because
That's
they
not
won't
true.
you won't shut the fuck up
That's
and
not
listen.
true.
You won't
That's
shut
not
you won't
true.
shut the fuck up and listen to the
I
truth.
know. Yeah, listen to you. You're
You
the
won't
know-it-all.
shut
Go
the
on,
fuck up
know-it-all.
and listen to the
Go
truth.
on, know-it-all.
You are. You're
Go
not
ahead.
even willing to process what I have to say because
Go
your
ahead.
feelers
Agreed.
trigger you
You
because you got the
babble
spirit
so
of your
much. Go
mama.
ahead. Go ahead.
You want the same people to protect you who've been taking your rights that you've been loving less and less longer and longer you've been alive. So they're objectively bad people. Listen to why now. This is the important part. Any being that follows orders implicitly and doesn't use their own conscience to make a determination on right from wrong is a bad human. What makes a good human is the individual, as you say, mind and heart process of using your own conscience to determine your next right move. If you give that power over to a system or a daddy and you follow, you're not a good man. Simple.
Do you see the logic? That is logic there, Senior. If you were following them, there's logic as fuck there. Right? If you're a good man, you have to do your own thing. You can't just listen to when another motherfucker tell you do something.
All
You're-
policy
Joe, I think you need to
enforcement
call
is
him. Call
involved
Jack.
in wrong
I
behavior.
think
Me?
he's having some issues right now. I think you should call Jack. I
Me?
think he's breaking down.
All right, I'll be back.
Listen, turn
All right,
Paul.
now Emperor, you have the floor.
If you have a job,
Can't hear Paul Senior.
what happened?
What's going on here, folks? Talk.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Well, maybe we finally had some headway with Talcott. He needed another ego cracking. Hopefully, he doesn't harm himself. But just like Paul Senior,
well, that's a problem.
Just like that's a problem. Again, he's causing that because he, like you.
No, he's not.
No, he willingly chooses to remain ignorant and delusional like you.
No, he chooses
like you to remain ignorant of the truth and delusional and seek power wherever he loses it.
The only thing he's guilty of is coming here and being
coming here where he went to his broadcast where I told him,
all right, well, whatever.
If he gave the moose his keys, he would be sorry, and that was true. Why is it I always know what's coming when you folks don't?
That's the only thing he's guilty of.
Why is it I always know what's coming when you folks don't? If you have your own mind, it's so fucking bright.
Oh, because
why is it 3 years ago when you were shaking in your boots telling me how scared you were and I was walking around the parking lot saying it's pretty obvious they're doing an operation on us, and after 3 years you might have figured that out maybe to some degree that we got lied to and duped and harmed again?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have no idea what I'm talking about the past 3 years.
Idea.
So he doesn't even know when I refer generally the past 3 years what went on. He wasn't in the world with the rest of us all because he's back to normal, right? He's back to normal and it never happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, let's move on. The last 3 years, we all were aware that something happened, right? Something came about, other things came about, folks made choices they're not so happy about later. Yeah, he doesn't know what I'm talking about, though.
No, now I do.
Even though he lived with it.
Now I do.
Right.
What'd you say? I lived with you?
No, you lived with it. You lived with somebody who made a decision to sacrifice themselves.
I didn't sacrifice myself.
On the altar of Baal.
You can't even listen and follow the conversation. You're so fucking
because
out of
you just keep babbling and babbling and babbling. Who couldn't,
Right.
It's just
yeah, go back to watching TV with your 5-second attention span. Go back to watching.
I got a nice big.
I know you do that you can stare at and
75 inch.
Yeah, that's where you get all that stuff you think with your own mind with, right? All that stuff.
Beautiful.
All that stuff that you think with your own mind comes right from that box.
Samsung 4D 75 inch.
That's what your own mind is all filled with that you used to think so well.
Yeah.
Everything you stare at the TV and they program right into your head.
Mindless programming.
That's
He's proud of his slavery and misinformation. He's proud of it.
That's your opinion.
I get a lot of content from fucking going and watching educational shit. I get a lot of content right from Keith above you. Fucking that's I'd rather fill my brain with knowledge than the fucking repetitive programming and bullshit. They call it channeling.
Yeah, Scott, Pornhub is not filling your brain with knowledge and wisdom.
There you go.
Listen. If you think I'm pulling on this dick after all the years other people have pulled on it for me, I'm tired of it.
I love it.
What was his name?
Yeah, his name? I don't know your father's name. What are you thinking?
You said there's a lot of people pulling it on your pud.
Yeah, we got it. We got the joke.
You're a genius. Yes, but
I'm delirious. Yeah.
No, I'm wondering what's going on in your head, and I keep thinking it's da 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 da.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, you're so brilliant. Why don't you show us some more pictures of the people that you know? Come on.
The fake things. Oh, I tried to
show us some more pictures. That's dropping names.
Well, that should be good. You could do my bit, but that works for me, but not you because you're a star fucker name dropper. You love your daddy Trump. So you should be impressed that he was in the campaign.
Now he's a star.
You should. That's your daddy. You should be impressed that Scott had a firsthand
special guest of the man himself.
Serious. You couldn't get there.
Guest of the man himself.
Do we have some kind of like fight between Luke Skywalker and his father right now?
Darth Vader? It would seem so.
Yeah. Hey, do you know who that is? Anybody watch Dexter?
Oh, here we go. This guy loved it. Anybody can Photoshop, Mr. Scott. Put it away.
I don't have to, you dumb fuck.
Scott, you don't impress me.
Breaking Bad?
That doesn't impress me,
Scott. The problem with you is nothing impresses you except for worldly.
Well, it's not that. It's not that. That doesn't impress me, Scott.
You
Doesn't
told me to
impress
show
me.
you some pictures. Then what the fuck you asked me to show you pictures
Oh,
for? And you
because I
think I'm
want to see how well you
photoshopping them? Are you
Photoshop.
so
I want to see how well you
insecure?
Photoshop.
It's
Are you
not
so
true. He's too
insecure?
obese to be photoshopped. Everyone knows
There
that.
you go,
Shut
Paul.
up.
Tell him the fucking pixels. It doesn't work with a big guy like me. You dumb shit.
You should be impressed. You should be impressed. That's your
Oh God.
that's
oh.
your idol worshiping
Oh.
beast system. You
Your
should
daddy.
look at all
That's
the-
your daddy Trump.
right.
I'm impressed. I'm really impressed.
Well, you should.
What
be.
does
Anybody
impress
can
you?
Photoshop.
What does impress you?
Anybody can Photoshop.
Have I
Good
ever impressed
fucking
you?
enough,
Of
Photoshop.
course
You
you
dumb
have.
shit.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow. I wasn't aware of that.
You know I've told you that many times.
Oh, you've
What are you
never
talking
told me
about?
that,
Don't
that
lie.
I'm an impressive being to you and that you have any
Of
adoration.
course, we've had the conversation in our pre and post meetings. You know that.
You've told me that you had adoration or respect or impression by me. No, you've never said that.
And yes, and when I did, you told me you didn't need my respect or adoration.
No,
Those are your words.
you've never said it that way.
That's not true. And when I did always say to you, great show, great this, I'm proud.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
said,
No, I'm not interested in yeah, you're right. Okay. Okay,
I'm
so you're
not
right. because- See, no, that's how you verify, you're right? Because even as you're saying it now, the only time you took interest was telling me about a broadcast, right? So I'm interested in like hearing from you, not because it's me and you, but just in truth about being impressed by like legal, lawful rights and freedom.
Yes,
spiritual
absolutely.
transcendence, transformation, stuff like that.
I think you have.
I'm
a
not
point.
interested in saying,
It's
hey,
not-
I did a good broadcast or show, whatever.
No,
like I
just
already
said,
knew that.
I think you have a lot of points, but it's just not for me. That's all.
Not for you. Okay. So as long as you're willing to say human rights and freedoms and spiritual faith is not for you, I have no
I didn't
problem.
say that. I didn't say that.
No, that's what you just said.
You said that.
No, you just said that.
You said that.
No, you just said that.
No, you said that.
I'm pretty sure you just said that.
No, I said the things that you.
You did say that, and I'm going to pray for you.
Oh, here's another guy. He's going to pray. You pray for me. You pray for me, Donnie. You pray for me. Okay. I appreciate that. Start right now. You know what? If you pray for me, leave. Anyway, I've told you many times that you've come a long way, man. You've come a long way, no doubt about it. Just because we can agree to disagree. That's all. It's very simple. It's very, very simple.
Right. We could agree to
just like with Jack. You can agree to disagree.
We can agree to disagree, but the problem is we're going to constantly finding ourselves having to agree to disagree because you refuse to agree with the truth and obvious facts.
Well, but that's
he has the same pattern as well, right? And that's why you find yourself together. We will always be agreeing to disagree, which means we'll always be agreeing to be.
That's okay.
It's not okay. It's not
yes,
okay.
It is okay.
It's the problem with the world.
Okay, maybe so.
That you all want to go along to get along in love, but never want to do what's true and what's right. That's not love, able, and action.
That's not true.
That's not lovable action, right?
I'm not always get along. I'm not. In fact, as you know, I do buck the system in my own ways.
Well, I'm not getting into any of that. I don't think you want me to get into any of that.
You can do whatever you want. Why should you stop now?
Well, because you might be foolish enough.
But just tell the truth. Just tell the truth.
I would rather not go into any of that because
that's good.
You're too foolish to know what to say and not say clearly.
Right, because I'm an idiot. You're right.
Pretty much.
I'm an idiot.
You're a very foolish man who wasted a lot of your time. You've wasted a lot of your time, energy, and attention in life here is really what it amounts to.
Yes, I have. Yes, you're right.
Minding other people's businesses, coming home all day, and then watching TV.
Yes, right.
Right.
Did you see the Ranger game the other night?
No, I wouldn't watch such nonsense.
Okay.
Waste of time, energy, attention.
Okay, so, hey.
So you'll watch all this shit year after year and wonder why you're getting dumber and dumber.
Right. That was a good movie too.
Right. Again, you can tell what someone wants or what they get by their time, energy, attention on. So, if you're not studying and researching and trying to focus on yourself and better yourself, and you're constantly distracted by people, places, and things, including television, you're never going to get anywhere. You're going to spiral into more and more confusion and disempowerment.
So be it.
If you're willing, then that's fine. But I can't love you the way that we could share love is the point, right? Like what everybody's sorrowful about is we could share an experience, relationship, and love that you're not willing to because you feel protected in your bubble. No, it has everything to do with it. You can't truly be respectable, trustworthy, or lovable if you're willing to believe nonsense and do absurd things.
That's my opinion. That's my God-given right.
And it's your God-given right, but not everything you can do, you should do, because it might detract from your own esteem and worth.
That's
so if you want to be respected in truth, you have to care enough about truth to live in truth and be respected. If you want respect and you don't get it, there's a reason usually. If you're not willing to look at that like Talcott, you're going to get the same results over and over.
That's okay. I don't have a stream. I'm not going to get hijacked. I don't care.
Okay, well, yeah, that's the point. You don't have a stream, and that's what you would care more about than having an actual, deep, truthful, honorable, respectable, trustworthy relationship with women and children, including your own.
I have that. So again,
well, you don't have that with me. You don't have that with me.
But
you don't have that with me, and you don't have the woman you've been with.
Don't tell me what I have. Again,
yeah, I can. Lying. That's the results you showed over the past 3 years. You're not respectable and honorable and trustworthy. You'll lead someone to the slaughter and not know it. You're a fool.
I'm nobody's doctor.
It doesn't. You don't have to be. It's common sense.
I'm not anybody's doctor.
It's common sense.
No, I'm nobody's doctor.
Right, but you didn't do it, so you led someone to the slaughter and led him to do something.
I didn't lead anybody.
You helped take someone to do. You helped take someone to do something you wouldn't do for yourself.
I'm nobody's
doctor. You took someone to do something. That's the opposite.
I'm nobody's.
That's the opposite of. You're cycling. You're cycling and repeating.
If anybody asks
you're
me
repeating.
About that subject,
you're repeating.
Ask your doctor and do your own research.
You took somebody to do something you wouldn't.
I'm nobody's doctor.
You took somebody to do something you wouldn't do yourself. That's not leadership.
People, look what you're doing. You do what I don't do. So what does it all mean? So
that made no sense.
Of course it made sense. And there he is. He's going to babble in there too. Scott, show us some more pictures. Scott, show us some
What do you want to see?
Come on. Show us some pictures. Sure. Show us your boyfriend.
Where the hell did that go?
And he takes it. I don't want to see his pictures. Anyway, put Jack up there. I want to say my goodbyes to Jack. Stop breaking the guy's balls.
You're not a victim. He's not a victim. You're willfully ignorant. You're egoic. You're arrogant.
Yes,
and that's why you all get treated the way you do here, especially.
I'm all those things.
You are.
I am. I admit it.
It's pretty much a majority rules where everyone who's witnessing is agreeing with that.
Yes, they're all right.
So you're right all the time. Everyone else is wrong, right?
I didn't say that. I just said you're all right. That's
okay. So as long as you know that that's the truth and you've accepted that, then that's your lot of life.
Absolutely.
That's why Jack's breaking down now, because he's known for a while I'm onto it. He wants to feign like he doesn't believe it and that it's bullshit. But you all know deep down what I'm saying is true, and that's why you can't live with yourselves. You can't live. You can't be with yourselves without anyone around. You can't live with yourself. That means is what you don't even tell me. Okay. Wait.
You just said what I told you, but wouldn't tell you.
Yeah, because I had to try to get it out of you because you're going to have it used against you.
But wait a second. You just said medications that I took, but I wouldn't tell you.
Right. That was the impression I got. The impression was.
Oh, now it's the impression.
Well, I can't get a straight answer out of you like folks on the panel.
Oh, just like all the other impressions.
So at some point, did you go on medication or are you still on it?
I don't speak about my.
There you go. You wouldn't answer the question directly.
I would never talk about my medical history.
You wouldn't talk about it with me in private. You won't give a straight answer for anything.
No, I don't talk. I don't tell anybody about.
You're a bullshitter.
Yes, you're right. I'm like you. I take after.
I don't bullshit. I shoot straight.
Oh, you lie so much.
What do I lie about?
Everything.
Everything. There you go. More bullshit. Yeah. He's even bullshitting about me bullshitting. Amazing.
You lie
I lie so much he doesn't even have an example. It's just everything.
Oh, here we go. Okay, well, like I told the other, let me write some notes. Next time.
Well, it should be simple if I lie about everything. If I lie about this is simple logic.
Right, so all you have to do is go back into the stream, and everything you said about me is a lie. Yes.
Okay, so everything concerning you is always a lie. You're not narcissistic.
Just about.
So not everything now, just about. So which is everything?
90%.
Just about. Maybe half, 50-50.
No, not. I said 90% 4 times.
Right.
90%.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, you two. Fuck.
Yeah,
Wonder
yeah,
how I got the
yeah.
way that I am, going back
Holy
and forth,
shit.
having to deal with a
Hey,
narcissistic
Paul,
bullshit
Now
about
you're
paying
giving credit.
shit because they're
Now you're
completely
giving
not
me credit.
responsible or accountable or good faith. You see how I learned to be so good at what I do here? Thank you, Daddy.
Yes.
I hear you.
I
hear
take
you.
credit. I do.
You
Paul
take credit
Senior,
for being
Paul
so
Senior.
sick and twisted and disconnected and
I take
abusive and negligent
You know.
that
You know.
he
and
takes
I
credit
know.
for me learning how to read bullshit so well and get people
Paul
caught in
Senior,
their
Paul
lives.
Senior, Paul Senior, do you have a mental, a physical, or a spiritual connection with your son?
Absolutely.
Where? Which one?
He has my bank account number.
No, fuck, that's a fucking financial
go.
arrangement. Are you keeping a ledger? You have a fucking ledger?
I
That's
do.
what you're
You
going to
wanna-
go to?
You want to see?
You have a
wanna see it,
mental,
Scott?
a
And I
physical,
don't have it,
or
and
a
I don't have
spiritual
his bank
connection?
account number, and I don't have
All
access
three.
to his funds.
All
Wally,
three.
can this man come
You
over and
lied
give you a
again.
hug?
Doing a bit, now I'm have access to any. Why are you bullshitting or
He,
making
he
it true?
knows. He has
Can you
access
go
to
give your
everything.
son a hug? Can you give him a fucking hug?
Right now. Here's my.
No. Is that a norm for you?
Is
You
it a
have a
norm for
physical
me?
connection with
No,
him.
he's not a loving
Well, I
man.
haven't seen him in a couple of years, but when I saw him, I did give him a hug.
Yeah,
Okay.
He chooses
Do
to
you
not.
understand
He chooses to not to see me. Apparently.
We're energy. We're light energy. We're energetic beings. And that's one of the most fucking basic things you can do for your son. One of the most basic things. Okay. So next time you see him, I want you to fucking promise me that you're not only going to give him a hug, you're going to take one from him too.
Oh, absolutely. When I see him,
Okay.
we do that. We don't see each
All right.
other often, but you're there. I'll agree with you. You're 100% correct.
So your mental, physical, spiritual connection has nothing to do with money. Fucking fuck all the money, okay? That ain't going to be here at the end of the day.
It was a little bit of sarcasm, Scott. It was sarcasm.
Okay, that's fine. You know, in a book I read many, many years ago by Ed
Did you read
Rosenthal.
my book? Did you read my book?
I don't even know about it. Another time.
Okay.
A book I read, excuse me, I wish I wrote, about how to grow marijuana. It was written by Ed Rosenthal from High Times. The very first lines in the preface of the book, it said, jealousy, envy, or greed can turn your best friend, even a family member, into an informant. Or,
Absolutely.
in this scenario, maybe an enemy,
Absolutely.
diametrically opposed to your own ideas. Okay?
Absolutely.
So here's what I suggest is, if you're not jealous, if you're not envious, okay, then are you greedy? I doubt that. You're
I'm
so
not greedy.
confident is you're unwilling to embrace the other side of this, because what's going to ruin a relationship comes naturally from avoiding what's going to heal it, the mental, physical, and spiritual realms. And your son is just that. That's fucking all he's talking about. He is literally saying, and this may be a fucking loud ass cry for help that you're not hearing. He's literally saying, Dad, follow me to the lighter side of life. Don't make me get the ledger of profit and loss out on every fucking thing there is, because it's bullshit anyways. You can't ever be true. You can't ever be honest. You can't ever be real if you're playing in their fucking time warp. And that's what it is. It's a time warp. They've got us all fucking thinking that 12 months instead of 13 months is it. They got us all fucking. A decade is the 12th month. October 8th is the 10th month. Who are you kidding to believe this babble? You can't. And your son doesn't. And to be fair to him, to open up spiritually with him, accept him for who he is. Because I know he doesn't think you're a slave. He wants to be sure if something fucking happens to him tomorrow, he did everything he could to make sure you're not. I yield.
Who's next? They've all left. All right. Everybody's gone?
I don't mean that to be rude, Mr. Senior, Paul Senior.
No, hey Scott, listen to me. I listened, and I can't say you're wrong. What's right is right.
You can learn something from the guy sitting next to you on screen here.
I didn't say I haven't learned anything. All I said was that a lot of things I just disagree with, and I'm allowed to do that.
I think once you find out who he is a little more and you start learning, that he'll open up and tell you the truth that he learns from you too. There's no fucking dummy sitting next to him.
He said it. He said it. It's not a secret.
So, I mean, the thing with Talcott is a whole nother story. I mean, between you and your son, this is important, okay? You and Talcott can be friends, but you and your son, that's blood, okay? That is something that is fucking generation after it took so many people to get you to here. It's fucking unfathomable.
Absolutely. Okay? And he knows that no matter what, I'm always there, and he knows it.
Financially.
No, that's not true. I told you many times I would take that bullet.
Yeah, I don't accept that. You won't even stand for rights and freedoms. I expect you to.
There we go, back to the rights and freedoms.
Well, will you
won't stand for yourself? What makes me think you're going to stand for me? It's foolishness.
Oh, I would. Absolutely.
You went anywhere else with common sense and you said, hey, I'll take a bullet or a knife for anybody here. They'd say, okay, are you going to stand for yourself? And you say, no. They're going to say, it sounds good till we get there. You'll be the one holding the gun, I got a feeling.
What the hell are you saying? That's ridiculous. That's insanity.
Well, it's no different to go to a vote booth and pull a gun on me.
There we go. Oh my God.
How is it any different? The same folks you vote for act out policy and enforce it, go put guns on me and put me in a box.
I guess in your mind,
I guess in reality, we didn't see Chase Allen get gunned down yesterday by the people you voted for again and supported while you support me. So you'll take a bullet for me, but you won't stand for God-given rights, freedoms, and truth. Well, why would I want you to take a bullet for me then?
Yes, I do. I do stand for that. Absolutely.
Okay.
Would you vote for this system right now, knowing, just like he said, that the judge, jury, and executioners were all on the side of the road without a warrant, without due process, without any of the protections the Constitution supposedly affords us, and not us? It's to keep them in fucking line. But none of that shit's, it's all fuck all. None of that matters. They still blow that fucking 18, 19-year-old Case Allen away. And it wasn't just blew him away. This was a fucking snuff film. Unbelievable. And then what happens a couple weeks ago? Guy opens up his door. They got the wrong address, went across the street. He comes out with a gun. They blow him away on his doorstep. I mean, we got trigger-happy cops that have this implied immunity shit or qualified immunity, and they're trained to shoot the fucking the dummy that turns around with a gun.
When it comes to that, I'm on your team with that. So let's not mistake things here.
I don't think
you're not seeing how one gets to the other. It's through the corporate legislation and jurisdiction of the president, vice president, treasurer, and all the rest. Those are corporate positions. The government of the land was never supposed to be a business. They created a second jurisdiction and turned it into a business and convinced us the business is the government. It's supposed to be of the people, by the people, for the people. That's not what's going on.
I agree with that. 100%.
You have representative government, which is democracy, and it's not a republic. Okay? You can't have 60% vote the rest into slavery. That's what we have going back and forth. You have folks calling policy, statute, and code the law of the land. It's not. The founders never said we have these God-given rights unless you write policy and code, in which case we lose them. This is the exact antithesis of what this land was meant to be and what we were supposed to stand for and not stand for.
180 degrees in the opposite. Just we have nothing our forefathers fucking bled out for. Nothing. It's the opposite. There's no due process. You don't own any property. You think you're paying bills. It's all prepaid, but they don't tell you that. They keep you enslaved to a dollar bill that they're taking the value out of in the first place. in the fucking early 1900s, you could buy 17 loaves of bread. Then along comes with $1. Then along comes this Federal Reserve Act, and 17 loaves 100 years later, with $1, you can't buy a loaf of bread. And now the bread didn't get any fucking more expensive at all. Not at all. The bread never changed value. The dollar lost every fucking bit of its value.
But this goes back to the history. This is where there's so much evidence piled up. It's beyond evidence. It's glaring facts in our face. They created this system to defraud us out of our rights and property and destiny and livelihood. And they've done a great job voluntarily with us complying. Okay, so when they took the gold backing off the legal currency, it's backed by nothing. And that's why the inflation has gone through the roof ever since. So over the course of 100 years, my father will sit there like we all do if we live long enough and say, I remember when a slice of pizza was 25 cents. Right. And now you can't even live paycheck to paycheck and go a few years without them false flagging and bringing in events and all the rest of it. And everybody looking to the left and right, wondering if they're going to make it.
Another banking scandal to fucking raise prices on everything. It's just cyclical. What they're doing to us is just keeping us constantly in a state of flux, constantly.
Fear.
So nobody. Yeah, but that's it. I mean, it's really sick when you look at it, and the people that are responsible for this, there's no accountability. And the banks, I mean, look, you can just go into real estate transactions, talk to anybody in the transaction, they're all held accountable. But the people with the money, the banks who don't actually have money, they're lending you your own credit. Are they held accountable for all the fucking destructive practices that are going on throughout this land, leaving children homeless, fucking broken families? And they're doing it all because they're not turning the fucking money back into the trust like they're supposed to. The greedy fucking banks are taking every bit that they can.
You're blaming them again when the point is the people are not holding themselves or anyone accountable to everything I just laid out. It's precisely because my father and the majority of folks are going to give their power away again to the corporate side of things to run the people with policy, statute, and code and bill writing, contract law. It's precisely because he's not holding himself and everyone else accountable that they don't feel they have to be accountable. When we all one at a time say, we're done, we're out, and we're walking our way and we're going to live free. And if you interfere with us, we're not going away. We're not going to do harm to you. We're not trying to destroy it, but we're not going to be your pimped out, hoed out slave anymore because we see the game. It's a language game. Just like income and revenue and all the rest of it. You look into it, you find out they're doing pimping and macking language games on us. Definitions are all right there. And nobody cares because they're all too fearful to step out and say, wait a second. I'm not a bad man. I'm not trying to steal nothing. You guys are making a claim. Here's what your codes say. How do you answer to that? Everyone's too fucking scared to just question authority, which is the foundation of this land and humanity. Question your fucking authorities. They write a whole code out, tell you what it all means. It says right there, you're not liable. You check a box, mismanage your own affairs and paperwork, and wonder why Wesley Snipes goes to jail. Because he went and signed paperwork at some point, calling himself a withholding agent. When you don't pay, they're going to come get you. If you don't sign up for that and you give them notice and you ask them questions, hey, I'll do whatever you say if you just substantiate these 5 questions. They can't do it because they know, like I know, what their code says. And it's exactly what makes sense. We just don't care about common sense anymore. We don't care about words and terms and definitions and the truth. And we just comply out of fear. It's not going to work anymore. Never has. It's gotten worse and worse.
On a sidebar, Chihuahua, Scott?
Russian toy is what I'm told. So
okay.
He's a little longer leg than Chihuahua.
All right.
But tiny dog. Tiny dog. You know. Good boy.
All dogs are good, man.
Mr. Pips.
Mr. Pips?
Pippers. Yeah. Pip. Are you in the military? Former military?
No.
Crosshairs on a site and old gunships or, fucking airships that had guns like a Chinook or something. The crosshair would be called a pip, which is precise intended point of impact. So I named him after that. He's a little fucking mark. So, but a good dog.
Nothing like pets in a dog.
Yeah, we got 3 dogs around here.
Oh, very nice.
So they're a handful, but one that's blind and in diapers because he just can't. He's blind and can't hear very well now. But he's a loving guy. I had him up here earlier. Just Sammy. He's an old tyke, and poodle, white toy poodle, large one. Great dog. I mean, just loving. All 3 of them are loving dogs. But the tough part of it is that they take a lot of doggone work too.
It is a lot of work, a lot of responsibility. I've had many dogs, but I don't want any more because you're married, you can't leave, you can't go anywhere, and plus the fact, what I don't like is the end, and I don't want to do that.
Saying goodbye is a bear.
What?
Saying goodbye is a bear. It's a tough one.
It's a nightmare, and that's I don't mind if they go naturally, but when I have to bring them down, I don't want to do that. I can't do that anymore.
I feel you there. I've only had to do that once. I had a couple that have died naturally, and that kind of sucked. And then I had one die right in front of me, kind of unnatural. It was my German Shepherd. Literally, I came home, and the dog was like the best dog in the world, literally. And he had gotten into the trash can, and my roommate had thrown fucking rib bones in the trash can.
Oh, boy.
So my dog, I'd tell him, get up, come here. And he would do it. And the last act he had was to come over and fucking die in front of me.
Oh, God.
And I'd walk past him, didn't realize, that he was laying there. And he, was just like,
all right, I gotta slow you guys down real fast. I'm sorry, Scott. I just got off the phone with Mr. Talcott. And, it seems like he doesn't want to do the show with me tonight. I told him I brought him everything he's ever wanted. I brought him Emperor Unslaved right to his castle. I understand why he wouldn't want to do the show tonight, and I'm pretty upset. If you guys have anything to say about that, I'd like some support.
Maybe yes, Jack.
His ego is cracking, and now his ego is cracking, and it's a fine line between breakthrough and manipulation. So nothing's happened.
That's not a lie, Paul Sr. That's not a lie. But Jack, talk to us. Let's let him talk for a second, Paul.
Yes, absolutely. Don't mute him. Let him talk.
Moose was.
Go ahead, Jack.
Moose was partially accurate. Yeah, I canceled the stream tonight. I have no intentions of doing a show tonight.
So fuck the people, right? Fuck everyone, right? Because you're pissed off.
Fuck you, Paul. Hey,
fuck everyone, right? Fuck the people. Fuck the channel. Fuck everyone. Because you're an insolent.
Right here and now.
You got
right here and now.
You're a fucking.
The only one I care about is fuck you, Paul.
This is why you and my father could never be on a battlefield.
Yeah. Back to your complaining.
Back
to your looping and fucking negativity, blah, 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 blah.
For yourself and others and what's true and what's right and your fucking obligations. You don't.
All right. On that note, gentlemen, I'm going to leave. I wish you give the guy, this.
Yeah, you wish we would kiss his fucking ass to pad his ego like yours, and we're not going to do it like you.
No, it's not about kissing his ass. He needs to go forward, try to do the show tonight.
Yeah, we need to do the show.
Yeah, so so he's the only one who doesn't want to follow through with his commitments and obligations. He's the one who's irresponsible and not accountable because he's upset and in his feelers and a triggered ego. This is the Christed being here who can't move and twist and juke and turn and be able to adapt, right? Because he's so loving and caring and forgiving. I don't ever tell people I can't do it. I come out of jail and do a fucking brilliant. I come out of jail or go to jail doing it.
Says the accuser and says the false light. I'm sick of this fucking egoic nonsense and bullshit. This gaslighting, this enabling of manipulation and fucking manipulation of words, manipulations of facts, and clear patterns of denial.
I know that.
I'm sick and tired of it.
All right, we have 45 minutes to get you back together.
Well, no, here. I know you guys don't give a fuck about what I want. I'm taking off. Okay.
I'm taking the night off.
Okay,
So-
well, at least
That's
leave the
Jack at the
keys so
post
I can.
office.
Hey,
I got
piss
pissed
off.
I'm taking the night
Piss
off.
off. You
Fuck
are
the
not
mail,
with
fuck
me
everyone, fuck
at
life.
this time.
You're a hoe. I go 7 days a
Okay,
week
so
for
you're
6
saying
fucking
that
months,
the
8 hours a
partnership
fucking day.
is
I have told you repeatedly, get the fuck out of my life, Moose.
Right, you're taking the night off now because you're such a fucking privileged hoe. Right? I
Blah,
go 7
blah,
days a
blah,
week, 8
blah,
hours
blah,
a day, 10,
blah,
12,
blah,
20.
blah,
Doesn't matter
blah.
what the fuck happens.
Jack, take a deep breath, brother. Take a deep,
I have.
deep
I've
breath.
taken many. I've
Yeah.
taken a walk. I went out and renewed myself. Came back to more of this boring
You didn't renew
bullshit.
shit. You're a triggered hoe. Shut up.
I was just saying, hey, we can make people 8:30. We're supposed to. We could show the
Hey,
people that
Moose,
we can
right.
move past this. We
You
be
can
bigger
do
than
whatever you want, and I don't care what you want anymore. I used to care what you wanted. Remember, I used to care about your, overcoming drinking, your recovery. I used to care about your family. I used to care about your
Is that what
business.
the fuck he wants? That's what everyone needs. So there's your.
All right.
It's to play games.
He's
Oh,
producing,
man.
man.
This is production.
All right.
Shows the lack of value he offers.
Right, but you
me.
paid him without even knowing his value. So who's the fool again?
Right. So I guess I spend another day today being wasted and punished for my foolishness of trust.
Yeah. You're constantly going to be punished in your life for your lack of discernment and foolishness. Get it. Know it
That
like
is
you know your
you.
name. We all do.
You ignore blessings and you deny fucking
I show up
gifts.
every
You
day for myself and
selfish,
others for the
ignorant-
blessings.
You are an
Facilitate.
ignorant.
You're taking the night
You-
off.
Paul, you're a false light.
You're so
You are a
thankful and grateful.
deceiver.
You're taking
You're
the night off.
accuser. You are possessed by the Antichrist energies.
Right.
You and Hitler both.
Right.
And then you found a bunch of people who enable
really
that.
loving,
right?
Jack. You seem really able,
Right.
discerning, and clear.
Right.
And
I'm not Jesus, dumbass, but
Right.
I at least care about love.
right.
I care about peace and unity.
You love that
Maybe
300
ending
from
wars.
the government every month.
Maybe confronting this stuff that you want to fucking sit
Right.
around and
You don't
complain
confront
about.
shit. You don't do nothing. I
Yeah,
don't
you
care
don't
about
know
nothing.
shit
I
because all you
sacrifice
want to
love
do is
for you.
talk. You don't know my value because you talk over me. Your
Oh,
father recognizes the truth that I
My
share.
father is
But
a false light like you.
You're a fool, Paul. You are a fool.
That's
Jack.
fine.
And you know,
You
God
have no
bless.
meaning
Have
and
fun
purpose
with
in your
your
life
show.
outside of fame and fortune and money.
This
and
is-
pussy. You have
this
no
is
purpose.
really
Paul,
heartbreaking.
Paul, hang on
This
a
is
minute.
heartbreaking, man.
Jack, Jack,
Right,
I
it
wanna
is
find
heartbreaking.
out-
I've been dealing with it all my life. Fake ass motherfuckers who won't be honorable, respect.
All right. Anyway, I appreciate the time, guys. Gotta run. Paul, try to have a better day. Happy birthday.
What makes you
man.
think I'm not having a great day?
Why is everything?
This
have to
was a
be-
great celebration. The kingdom has been turned over to I Unslavius.
Okay.
This is a
Just-
momentous event.
Well, why don't for your birthday have some compassion for that man?
With passion,
And just-
compassion means with passion.
Yeah,
Have you been noticing
you
how
can-
much passion I've
a
been
little
having?
Paul, a little empathy,
Oh, I'm very
is
empathetic.
okay.
That's why I continue to focus my time, energy, attention, my greatest resource on somebody who continues to choose, like you, to be a
Oh,
slave and ignore it.
Okay, that's fine, but
Jack, are we
It's-
going
it-
on tomorrow? Can I know if I should show up
he's
for work
talking
tomorrow?
about.
Yeah, because he'll take the night off tomorrow and come produce for me. It could be like
All
that.
right,
I need a
anyway,
producer
guys.
nowadays.
Anyway,
Paul,
guys,
nice talking to you. Glad we got a little way.
same here. Same here. We'll.
I would have Jack might be able to make a breakthrough, and I'd love him to come back up. Just thinking about his own son. If he's having problems with his son, I'd ask him the same question: can you give the man a hug?
Yeah, he
Can you
doesn't
go
give a
up to-
fuck. He doesn't really give a fuck. Because if he did, he would be better and do better. That's why his women and children leave him. And, there's some common themes with a lot of folks.
It's just a constant barrage, man.
Right, it's truth. Constant barrage of truth.
Right.
You all won't accept. I know.
Okay, so
Scary.
but the constantly,
Scary.
constantly.
I know
give the man
decades
a
of ignoring
breath,
truth
man.
and not becoming better. I know it's really fucked
Oh,
up.
anyway,
I'll
guys.
work on that.
Take care.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank
See
you,
all later.
the
See you
Emperor's
later.
father, for coming out here today. We
We love you.
appreciate
We'll
you.
see you later.
Yes, we all love.
Yeah,
Love
we'll
you,
do another
Jack.
decade of
But
foolish ignoring
everybody's gonna
slavery.
give
Good
Jack
job.
a break.
Okay, but you know what?
See you later.
If I admit it, give me the credit. I admit it.
Right.
All
Okay.
right?
You're a
Have a good
slave
night.
and you admitted to it. Thank you.
Yes, I
Hey,
do.
Love you.
hey,
Have a
before you
good
go, Paul,
Yes, sir.
just understand, okay? You came across a little bit, say I admit it, but understand while your son is tough and he comes across really brash, he may not have another way fundamentally to deliver the information he's disseminating. I mean, this is who he is. And to change him or fucking retool him somehow, I mean, he's come down this fucking rotten road of life to find out that everything is a fucking lie and is a bunch of bullshit. And now he's jaded. I mean, I don't know how you can look at the white gorilla and go, he's wrong. I mean, look, everything he's saying is fucking true. Now, I won't agree with that saying Jack. I mean, to a point, Jack, he's a little rough on you, but you need to listen to about 50% of what he's saying, and the rest.
Scott, you're an excuse maker who is enabling.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Hey, Jack, are we going to do the show tomorrow? I
As
just
he
want to
makes
know
an
if we're going to do the
excuse.
show.
As he makes an
I'm being
excuse.
respectful here.
Right.
I'm willing to show up.
What
for the
makes
job.
you think it's respectful to continue to ignore my words?
You know why?
No,
Why
I'm
is
listening
why
to you,
is
but I
Do
need some
not
clarification.
associate yourself with me again.
Why is it you all, like my father, have to get whatever you want to feel respected? There's your problem, spirit of your mama coming out. When you don't get what you want and you're not in control, you don't feel respected.
You're
The
such
thing
a
I don't
clown.
understand, Jack, is that
Why your women
you're
and
all
children
mad,
run
right?
out on
But
you.
2
That's how
days
they
ago,
teach
you were
you
saying
true
we're
respect. They
partners.
just leave.
Oh.
Take half
Like,
your
is
shit.
this
right?
is this
Take
real?
half-
Are we
that
living in my
teaches you how to respect
imagination, buddy?
truth,
Yeah, it doesn't seem real because this is ridiculous. But anyway, you
Right.
guys,
It's insanity.
it really is. It's
That's what I'm trying to say. So stop, Jack, and let's just get on with the
Shut
show
up.
tonight
Surrender.
or
Just
tomorrow.
practice surrender and letting go, like with your women and children. You'll get so much further
Yes.
if you
Why do
stop
you have
controlling.
those hip-
Just surrender and let
Yes.
go into the
Have to
truth.
hit below the
Manipulators
belt
and
all the
abusers
time.
Surrender
love
and let
that,
go into
Paul.
the truth and love. Surrender and
Anyway,
let
Yeah,
go.
you don't know truth or love.
You're not
You
in
only know
control of
your
everything.
opinion.
You're not in control of everything all the time.
Right.
You're in
You
control of
think
how
you
you
control
perceive and respond.
everything.
You're in control
You
of how
think
you perceive and
everything
respond.
is you.
I'm your daddy.
Dude.
No. I've lost
Your
all
daddy.
respect for you, actually,
That's
Paul.
fine. You never had any
I
truth.
didn't know. Hey, you know what, Paul? Let me correct myself.
Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
correct yourself again. You're constantly saying shit that you
Today-
don't, you're not doing.
Today is your day, but the
Thank
fact that you find joy on your day by
Absolute.
insulting me and your father shows
Absolutely.
how little fucking character
I
you
know
have.
it shows how much character I have. You ready to ride on the Talcott train? I serve truth 24/7, 365. It's my spiritual practice. We don't take a day off like you bitch ass
Blah,
motherfucker.
blah, blah. It's my way. It's my way. Always my way. It's
My
Paul's
way,
truth.
it's your
Paul's
way or
freedom.
no way.
Paul's right.
No
Paul's.
It's
Blah,
no
blah,
way.
blah.
The truth
Yeah,
lies the
whatever,
way.
dude.
It's not Jack's
Whatever,
way.
dude. You've disrespected yourself.
Nope.
And I've tried preventing it. I've tried cautioning you.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't
Paul,
care
you're
what
making
you
a
did.
mistake.
I'm not interested.
Hey,
You
Paul.
help
Hey,
me.
Paul, you're making a mistake. Hey, Paul.
No.
Paul, please
You're the
look
one
at
who lost
yourself.
the
You're
Are you
making a
sure
platform.
you want to
mistake.
do this?
Yeah,
You're the
Are you
one who
yeah.
lost the platform.
Paul's right. Paul's freedom. Paul's truth. Paul's
And
truth.
Paul's correct
Yeah,
again. You lost
whatever.
your platform, so you didn't listen to me and don't even have control of your platform. Who's the fuck nut?
He has control. I told him.
Who
I told
thinks
him I
that's a
respect him
fucking
enough to give him
victory, you
control.
clown?
But
You
I'm trying to
think
figure out when the
stupid
next
I
day
would
of
shit is
work
listen to
is.
you and end up like you, completely lost and
You're a
confused.
clown.
Disconnected.
You know what, Paul? When you learn what type of man I am,
A clown, like you just said
Yeah.
to me.
yeah, you'll fucking realize how true my words
No,
are.
it's all bullshit mostly. It's clear. That's why your women and
Dude,
children
what
don't
is
run off
going
on you. That's
on?
why no one listens. That's
It's
why
a fucking
you break down
derailed
when you lose
train.
control over the fucking broadcast that I basically helped you to build.
And then you broke back mountained it. I mean, I seriously text you. I
Tried
said,
to
dude,
fuck him over the phone.
he tried.
Oh man. See?
I'm just gonna say allegedly though. I have to put
Yeah.
that there.
Moose, I think you should put this on your ad reel so you can go out be a real producer.
This is your real material.
This is your moment. Just spread this out to a few stations.
Oh, Moose is back in good graces, right? He never again. We moved forward at one point, but it just something wasn't right. There's energy
Something
over
wasn't
here on the
ready.
land. Something wasn't right over here.
Is-
Just now
is
feels
Moose the one-
right. Doesn't this feel right? This whole
Was
thing.
it
Everything
Moose
is
and Annie
coming
that
together.
brought O'Shea in? Is that because I can't understand? Is that was it Moose that let O'Shea in? Is that who? it
No,
was?
I'm the one who pushed O'Shea away because he was kind of creeping me out. He was giving me those like kind of like want to take me hiking kind of vibes. And
Did he come to stay with you and your wife though?
no, he wanted to, and he's offered many times, and that's what scares me about him. But honestly, world famous
It's
Brian
right.
O'Shea, I mean, comedian, dude, comedian. The guy is funny because he's not.
Right.
That's
Best bit ever.
priceless. That's priceless.
So Jack,
But,
are you
Jack-
going to like move through this and surrender and let go and let's all merge, as you say, and not worry about who's in control, who did what? This is some of the
Do
greatest
Paul's show tonight.
This is some of the greatest content ever. The fans of yours and mine agree. Let's just leave it all aside. Let's put our ego and emotions aside. We're serving the community. We're serving the content creation. We're serving truth. It was real. Some real shit today.
It really was, and I was trying to just give him, I sent him a couple text messages, called him, let him know that, hey man, I'm still in your corner. But look at him right now; he doesn't want anything to do with it. Like I
Look
don't
at him. He's so
understand. I
fucking
skyrocketed
angry.
him to viral
Jack, you need
status.
to light a fire.
He's
You need to
angry
light
and
a fire.
hateful. Smoke some of that pen. Oh, middle fingering. Smoke some of that reefer. Don't you have that pen? Why are you all like fucking bent out of shape over us having a life experiment here, simulation together?
Dude, we literally can take you to the UN,
shows
and
how-
you're hating us.
It just shows how power and control
The
hungry he
UN
is
is
when he
probably
loses.
watching.
Thank you. When he loses the power and control, he just spins right out of control and can't recover. That's all he has is power and control.
Did he just put some tobacco pouch in his mouth?
He's relapsing.
Some skull there.
Jack, we've talked about this. For the promotional material, you need to have good teeth, brother. You can't be doing that stuff.
Christed being would surrender in these kind of times. I've had law enforcement, like them taking control over everything, including my body, and me having to practice loving surrender and letting go for a bigger purpose, a bigger idea, a bigger love, a bigger care, right?
And this is a test because everybody says that you can't forgive. So this is a real test for you. If you can't forgive, or if you can, I've given you an opportunity of a lifetime. I brought the Emperor here. I've given you a chance to be in his graces. And I've also
again.
given you the opportunity to forgive me. I mean, that's a wonderful opportunity, sir.
And he's hiding again. Can't run from yourself, Jack. Told you this many times.
So happy born day to you, Polly. What does it feel like to be? You're 33 now, or are you 34 now?
34 now.
That's
Yep.
for that. You made it past
He's
Christ.
no longer in that age where he has to worry about if he's going to get taken out.
X'd out. Wow. Another lap around the sun. But soon you'll have a birthday to celebrate too.
Let's not focus on me. We need to do some work with Jack because I can't allow him, like he tried to save me. I'm trying to save him from continuing to expose himself as a power-hungry, controlling, egoic, ignorant, arrogant deceiver who says he's Christed but can't practice surrender, letting go, and unconditional love. So,
And we have a show in 40 minutes, 38 minutes to be exact. So if he
40
doesn't show up for
minutes,
the
oh.
show, then the doors don't open. I don't have the keys anymore. So it's basically like a corporate thing at that point. Do I get paid for the first 4 hours? Do I get nope? Do I get nothing? Do I just wait outside with my hands open?
So you can't run it?
Oh no, he's taking everything away. The keys are gone.
So the people get nothing, right? So because Talcott's pissed, he opens a business. Folks show up every day. He gets pissed one day at whatever goes on, then doesn't let the rest of us keep the doors open and sell the product. He's just fuck the people, fuck the product, fuck everything, right? Because Jack's pissed off at his ego and doesn't have control.
You've been bitching about the product, which is me.
You're not the product, Jack. You suck.
My ass,
you suck by yourself. That's why you came to me.
My ass.
You're horrible.
Kiss my ass.
You're horrible.
I know that's what you think, and that's what you want others to think. You can't hold an audience by yourself.
You can't.
You're wrong, Paul.
Do it.
You're wrong about me.
No,
I'm a great guy. I've got a lot of talent. I've actually got a lot of wisdom. I don't need you, Paul. And I sure don't need a clown like Moose fucking making fun of me.
You need all of us. This is a community, Jack. I don't even say that, I would.
I'm not part of your community, dumbass.
No, this is a human.
I'm obviously the target of your community, dumbass.
No. This is a human family. You can't run from yourself. Okay? You're the black sheep of the family because you don't want to conform to what's true and evident. And now you're being put through a little bit of hazing again, like happens often. Happens with a lot of folks because they want to black sheep themselves out of the human family and the enslaved.
Here's the thing. You are no part of my life.
No, I am.
Okay?
We are.
I am.
No,
I am. I totally am.
You do not have to be.
No,
I'm perfectly happy walking away forever.
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
From all of you.
No, you won't.
You will bring me no joy.
Yes, we do.
Not for a while. Not for a while.
Well, what have we done for me lately, right? See how you all are? What have you done for me lately? Months of time, energy.
Hey, I tolerate a lot.
You said we merged.
That's true. Hey, that's true. Hold on.
Let's merge. I don't even know you anymore.
You never did. That's the problem.
And we're trying to get there.
You did know me.
You were having a little bit of fun today.
You gotta calm down, Talcott.
And you just can't fucking handle it. God forbid Jack's not the source of attention and validation and fun in a way he wants, right? He's being that in a different way today. He can't handle that. Oh, I could be the white gorilla.
I wonder why. I'm a little bit different today.
You can't give him this one thing. He just invaded
what could make me a little different today?
Because you didn't have control and domination over everybody, and you couldn't censor like in China and pogoed out.
He did have control of the live button, and he's the one who chose to go live. So you didn't have to go live, Jack.
Hey,
you had the power of that.
Hey, dumbass. Moose, I know you brought that up.
Why would you call the producer a dumbass? That's not right. Fuck.
Because he's being inaccurate.
This is why I did
can
this to you,
can
Jack,
I address what you keep persecuting me for? You keep bringing this up as though it's a charge
put
against me.
Down, and you got to use the intellect, Jack.
Right. You shut up so I can
use the spirit. Then I will let you have the floor.
Oh, whoa.
We can both play this game.
A brief power struggle there.
This is the problem. You think this is a game.
No, the problem is you just have to show respect and you'll get respect. Like I told you the first day, and you started to show disrespect, and I showed you I wasn't your bitch. So now here we stand, and I'm trying to find resolution with you, Jack. The Emperor is here. I brought you the Emperor. This is the best gift you can possibly have, and you're shitting on me.
Now use your words, Jack.
He doesn't appreciate me. He's not thankful and grateful. Where did he go? He's not thankful. He ran. Why would you run? Come on, Jack, get it together, man. You're not thankful and grateful for what the Moose has done today and bringing me. Here's their power struggle going. One's leaving, the other's leaving.
I think Paulie and you need to work out this show. It's what, 40 minutes away?
Right. Let's start preparing. I already did my broadcast. I went over 3-4 hours over almost. I'm ready to do another however many hours with you now if I need to.
Yeah, man. I think this would be a great thing because it's about respect, right, Jack? So we can show everybody the disrespect that I displayed today, and you can throw me under the bus tonight. I'll allow it, and we can move on with the show, and we can have a wonderful time tonight. You can show a great display of whatever it is you show, and we can move on to tomorrow's show.
Right.
An Emperor Enslaved Born Day with Jack Talcott.
He's shaking his head. No, that's a shame because, if we were on a battlefield, regardless of the sentiments, we have to keep the morale up and we have to serve a common bond and purpose and have true loyalty to something. Well, here it's the content of people, the truth.
Put me out of my misery.
Well, that's it. I'm going to take you out back and I'm going to put you up against a tree because you serve no purpose to the greater good here.
Let's do it. I'm sick of waking up anyway. I fucking mentioned that a long time ago.
Well, see, there you go, Jack. And that's the thing. No, Moose, this is where exactly we need to be. Well, because Jack comes on here and says that he has peace and empowerment, inspiration, and love, and his life is great and he's having fun. But really, he has suicidal ideation.
Right. No one believes me. No one believes in me. No one trusts me. No one cares to.
And you don't care to know why.
No one cooperates.
And you don't care to know why and change it.
I control no others.
You think that I couldn't cry for you because I suspected that's true for a long time, and you want to fucking appear to be somebody and something without doing the real work? So, yeah, I care for you, and I know what the fuck goes on behind the scenes. I can imagine.
Your actions deceive that.
I'm not going to let you bullshit yourself and everyone else. So if you want to
I'm happy to present the facts of my experience.
No, if you want to get real, like you saying you want to kill yourself and have for a long time, I
didn't say that.
Well, you didn't.
I said you want to end me.
No,
fucking do it. Put me out of my misery. This shit is nonsense.
You out of your misery.
It's a waste of time.
So you've been miserable for a long time, and that's what I've been contending while you've been telling me and everyone else that you're the guru and you're onto something and you're going to teach.
Let's focus on today. Today has been quite unpleasant.
Today has been quite revealing of what's been always there that I've been pointing out.
Right. The betrayal of Moose and the enabling of Paul.
Yourself by yourself.
There was no betrayal. No betrayal.
Bullshit.
The self-sabotage of yourself by yourself. The betrayal of yourself by yourself and the truth. So let's focus on the revelation here. As always, that comes down the line. What's always been the apocalypse, the apocalypse, revealing of the truth. That's always been. And I've been talking about it since the beginning. You don't think I see through the being? So I know that you're miserable. I know you're unhappy. I know you don't have any real purpose and meaning in life. And that's why I've been spending so much time and energy on you, despite you ignoring that. So when you're ready to work on that, okay.
You're ignoring the purpose and meaning that I explain every fucking day. Your denial makes no sense.
Sir, I literally have given you everything that you asked for, and you're throwing it away. Is there something we can do to fix this? Is there some way that you can take a deep breath, compose yourself, maybe say the serenity prayer and actually move through this? Like, if you can give it up to your higher power and do the show tonight about respect, I think it will be a wonderful event. I think it will be the most seen video you've ever done. And you sit there and you mock me while I tell you the truth.
Hey, Moose, I don't like your idea, and I don't care what you think. Please stop.
If people cared what you
think,
Jack,
stop. Please stop trying to convince me of what I will not accept. I do not care what you think about tonight.
I mean, it sucks to worship the devil, Jack, but holy path, you're gonna have to walk the holy path. Okay, good sir. And if we're gonna do that together, we're going to need you to get your panties out of a twist and get your shit together, because the show starts in 30 minutes. Okay? Is that okay, Jack? Are you hearing me?
Are we ready for the breakthrough, Jack? The breakthrough can happen whenever you let it, or it can be a breakup, Jack.
You've controlled our destiny, Paul. I've
He's
been
here for
telling you,
you.
you've been self-sabotaging and you've been trying to bring me down with you.
Nope. What I'm trying to do is show everybody that good faith, truth, honorability, respectability on some level will pervade through all circumstance. And you're not exemplifying that when
Hey,
circumstances
Paul.
get rough. You're
Hey, Paul.
you don't like your
Paul.
life. And that control
Paul.
and outcome is all that you're centered on. That's where you get your power.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul. Just out of, honest observation, what type of people do you actually have on your panel that you spend hours a day with?
What type of people? I don't really categorize people into types. If you want to get down,
oh, that's not true. You categorize all sorts of.
You didn't let me finish. If you want to get down to it, it's like spiritually faithful, wanting to do better and be better, coming honorably, or infidels.
Huh.
So that changes day to day depending on how the person wants to live. Because self-esteem is like really low, self-worth is really low. Value of purpose, meaning principles, is low. So when a motherfucker really has that and feels that, they want to live a certain way pretty much every day, and they do that, or they aspire.
You think they bring that encouragement to you? You think those people are really driven? They're focused on making a better world, or are they just kind of hanging out with you?
Yeah, I'm not interested in what anybody else really wants or doesn't want.
Well, but I'm trying to bring your eyes into your experience. What is it that you're doing? You want to keep fucking comparing me
No,
and
it's not
us.
about comparing, Jack. We're trying
Can
to
you go
form
back
an
to interrupt?
alliance. Sorry, I won't interrupt you again. Go ahead. Jack, what is it with these like pouting games, dude? Get up here and say what you got to say. I'll give you the floor. I was just trying to say that we're trying to form an alliance here. And if we want to form an alliance with the Emperor, you have to go by what the Emperor says. If you can't do that, I'm sorry for you.
You're self-sabotaging, Jack. You're allowing your situation, circumstances, people, places, and things to become you in your experience. You're calling off a show that you would have done and prepared to do and intend to do. There's your self-sabotage. You can't tell me when you don't look forward to waking up and living every day. Oh, it happened again. You told me. I knew what that meant. I knew before then. We can laugh and joke, but you don't look forward to the next day, your next broadcast, and your life. And you need to get to a place where you do have that, not just feign that or tell everybody that and try to feel that when you're on here. Because when you're alone, that's not the case, clearly.
Hold on a moment. Actually, just so you know, Paul, your voice started getting staticky. I was actually heading outside to go sit in the sun, get my mind back into praise and gratitude. But you said something.
I've been
pointing out to you. Please, I'm with respect. Please. You said something about self-sabotage with me and what my choice for tonight. I listen for the truth, and there is a ring of truth to that. You're right. So why would I do that? So then I started thinking about myself more. I am the result of the self-sabotage because I stood for what I believe to be fucking right. And I will not comply nor obey those who do not show respect for me. Now, for the purpose of those who have subscribed, there is a sense of loyalty for me. However, my fucking principles override any loyalty other than the truth. And the truth is, if I came on tonight to be the dancing monkey for Moose and Paul, they win. I'm not in this for winning and losing.
It's not about me winning. It's about you going up and doing a presentation that changes the world. And I'm giving you the viewers you want. I'm giving you more.
And did you hear any? Do you have anything to say about my words?
No, because that's not my job.
That's the
My job is
problem.
to
You've
blow
been
you up and
ignoring
make you
my
famous.
words the
No,
entire
my
time.
job's not to listen to your lunacy. You're fucking nut. But my job is to make you famous, and I'm doing my job. So you should be happy with that. I mean, where do we go from here? You don't want to seek resolution. You don't want to form enemy.
Hey, Moose, I actually
What
said,
was that, Lord Talcott? Can I help
I
you?
said, can you stop interrupting me? I said what I needed to say, and had you listened to my words, you would know the answer to what you're complaining about now.
Yeah, tempt yourselves, brothers and sisters, and believe.
All right, we got a special guest coming. Mr. Yurt, in a Yurt with Books, is supposed to be here soon. He says that he might be able to talk Jack off the ledge and hopefully get us onto our show at 8:30. We are down to 22 minutes. How are we going to save this? Will somebody please send us a life raft?
Jack, can you do me a favor? Come back live for a minute here, buddy. Jack, the whole thing here, sometimes you end up, it seems like it's an exercise in futility. You don't think things are changing, but I think self-reflection is the mother of all invention. I mean, if you don't aware, or if you're not aware of yourself, if you're not aware of the surroundings, and I think that you think that it's all, you're the punching bag. I said this earlier. It's not all you're the punching bag. There's plenty of fucking that shit to go around. But if you're going to take it so personal rather than trying to take the could come from it, then you feel it too personal. And I don't think you need to do that as much as you need to do the self-reflection. We all do. And sometimes, I mean, if that's not something that you're capable of, then maybe you should look in the mirror and say, you know, my journey shouldn't be one to try and lead people if I have an inability to self-reflect. I'm
And
not
how-
saying.
And how do you expect a man to self-reflect if that's the one thing he won't do?
I don't know. He's not doing it, Wizard, because I don't know him, man. So I don't want to judge him that harshly. But it seems like a lot of times that it's a repeat. It's a you know, the definition of a sin is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And I think that, you know, instead of just telling everybody what you want them to listen to, and then stopping there and not telling them what it is that you're going to tell them, you know, I just want you to listen to the truth. This is me. This is my life. At some point, you got to get really into the crux of what you believe so that you take a stand. I mean, you know, I think that a lot of what people, and maybe you'll come up and disagree, or someone will come up and disagree. I think a lot of what people are giving you flack over is that they don't know solid where you stand at all. I mean, they're if you were moored tightly to a position on anything, I think it would be less likely that you'd be pushed back and forth like that.
I think it's more or less the idea that Jack is using a hammer on a tennis ball, if you get what I'm saying.
It seemed what a metaphor. Jack, I think you should come up here. I think you should talk to the new host of Live Without Fear, Lord Emperor Unslaved, and work it out with his first mate Moose over here, because I think that your show is going to go on with, you know, regularity like it has, and maybe in a different direction. I think you should be at the helm. It's going on right now, and people want to hear from you now. I don't think that
I'm in communications with Mr. Jack right now, and he says I have been forgiven, but I'm not worth any more of his time. He doesn't want to do the show with me anymore. I've officially been fired and let go. officially, I think this ship is sinking. But there's still some pails, and I'm willing to bail us out if you are. So I'll do all the hard work if you will just navigate us.
Hey,
Can you
Martha,
do that
get
for
the
us there,
piss
Jack?
dog out. I think you can do this, Jack. I think you can come back to the center, sit down at the table, raise your glass, give a toast, and move forward. It's Paul's birthday, born day, some shit.
Fine. If you really need it so much, we'll let the Emperor go ham on his first mate over here, and we can go pick and moose apart again. I'm up for it. I'm up for it. I mean, what's it gonna take, buddy? You just went through the most like beautiful humiliation ritual in all of Hollywood, and now you are about to skyrocket on greatness, and you're about to skyrocket. You're like not getting on the ship, so I
This is
don't
the
understand what's
apogee.
going on here.
This is the apogee. This is the high point. Let's just step it up. Jack, we need more from you right here, right now. This is live without fear. You have to have a life without fear to live without fear. There you
Embody
go.
everything that you're trying to tell the people, Jack. You got this. I will not interrupt you again. Take the floor, take the lead, steer the ship. We need to get to Emperor Unslavia's land, and you need to get us there.
Tell us.
There's power to be found in silence. It's actually in silence that we can come together. Because it's only through silence that we're able to hear each other or to reflect on the things that we've heard. Tonight, actually, maybe that will be the broadcast. Maybe I will do a broadcast of silence and just sit in meditative contemplation to share the joy and the love that I can feel. I'm grateful to live. But so far, no one agrees that I live for the reasons that I say that I do. And it's been frustrating. So I'm sorry for taking it out on some of you. My frustrations.
I forgive you, Jack, and I really do hope that we can move forward. I am very upset with myself that you're this frustrated. I would like to tell you though, I would just looked at our YouTube analytics, and you're doing better than we've ever done before. So while you're sitting there mad, numbers are actually going up, and I know you don't really care about the numbers; you care about the message. But to get the message out there, you need numbers, buddy. Come on, man. Your whole brand is live without fear. You can't be living in fear right now. Get up here and take control of your show, dude.
This might be part of the confusion. I know there are many creators out here who are putting on a show. I'm living my life.
That's why you're putting it on the internet, right?
I've explained why I'm on the internet. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do. I do remember. And you have a goal here, and I'm trying to help you get to that goal. You may not see that. You may not see that I am different than you. I find different ways to achieve my goals. I try to do things a different way, and we've literally got 13 minutes to finish this up. So we've really got to make up, and we got to get on with this because the people expect you to speak. They want to hear what you have to say, and they come out every day to hear you. So please, if you could muster it up in your heart, in your soul, in your mind, maybe say a prayer and come back up and get this party started. It'll be
Moose is trying to act like a manager beyond a producer right now. He's trying to help manage you, and not for nothing. Jack, what he said. If you want to come up and be in silence, go be in silence. But do you have anything to gain by just leaving people hang, or do you have something to lose by going on and actually telling your story, your truth, your reality after everything you've been through today? Why don't you go ahead and spill it? Tell everybody how you feel. Forget about Provo Kid. Forget about anybody telling you what to think, where to think, how to think. Give it up yourself. Come clean. I mean, the real crux of the matter, I think, if you want to learn how to communicate with your son, is what I told Paul and his dad earlier, that you have to learn how to love yourself first. There you go. Take off. That's the easiest thing to do. When honesty hits you and you run like that, it's tell. That's a fucking tell, like a gambler.
You're wasting our time, and I really don't care to sit and listen to opinions that are irrelevant to the facts that I'm dealing with. Okay? So that's why I was shutting down. So no offense, Scott. I know your heart is in the right place, but
this is the moment that can make you great or break you. This is the moment, Jack. Like literally, you're on the precipice, and instead of facing your fears, you're choosing to live in fear. You're actually making this worse for yourself and your brand. You have to go on tonight, and you have a show to do, and you have a responsibility to the people, my friend.
Yeah, see that's what I pointed out earlier, Jack.
Can I please address some of these false narratives that have been made about me?
Well, the false narrative can't be any truer than what we're seeing before us.
We've got 10 minutes
left. Does that have any facts or relevant?
You have 10 minutes to get your shit together. If you gotta
hey,
go smoke a bowl,
let me address this
together,
bullshit,
that,
please.
Okay?
Moose,
if you've got to go drink a bottle of wine,
help
go
me
drink
say
a bottle of wine.
something,
But
please.
whatever you got to do to get on
let him speak real quick. Let him speak. Come on, Jack. 3 minutes.
I don't know what is unclear. I am not starting a stream on my channel this evening. I am a man who has made this decision, and I'm happy to explain. I've considered and heard your continued interruptions, Moose. That's why I'm shutting down, because everyone wants to fucking interrupt me and offer me advice that really doesn't have anything to do with what is real. Please go ahead. Please forgive me for continuing to speak as you were interrupting me.
I do forgive you, Jack. And if you can get your shit together, we got 9 minutes till we go live. So you've got 9 minutes. Take a walk. Do whatever you got to do. If you don't show up for work, then I'm going to just consider it bad faith. So, amen.
What actually hurts the stream is your false narratives, Moose. Rather than accepting what I actually say, you could find a way to realize, oh, there is some benefit to what Jack says. Because let me address what Scott was bringing up. I could go take a breath, take a water, and then just move forward, plowing ahead, with this determination. Or
but instead you're showing everybody in the crowd.
Can I finish fucking
you are? Well, hold on.
Or
hold on, sir. What we're trying to say here is you are showing everybody that you're not what you say you are.
I'm done.
I'm just trying to save you from. I'm trying to help you save face because you're showing everybody that you live with fear. You're showing everybody that you don't stand by the brand, and you're not going to show up for yourself and for everyone else. And so it's just frustrating. It's at this point it's frustrating. You're letting emotions get in the way of success, and when you do that, you're only going to be a failure. If you're afraid of success, you're never going to win.
He's straight up going to change his channel to Live Without Moose. You gotta, Jack, you gotta come back to what is real right now, prevalent, present in the moment, and that's you're either going to have the ability to patch this up with Moose
Hey,
or
Scott.
listen,
Right.
let me finish.
Oh, fuck. Yes. Everyone must speak besides me.
No, yeah, well, you just interrupted me. I was trying to give you a thought, but let me.
All right, just me and you, Jack. Now you can speak freely. We've got 6 minutes. It's up to you, buddy.
No. I've got the rest of my life. I don't have to obey your desires
No,
for
because
me.
if you don't,
You
if you don't
our
tonight, you don't show up
partnership,
tomorrow.
Moose.
No,
Moose, you broke our partnership, and I do not care what you think. I know my path and purpose.
you know, I don't understand. I understand you're having a bad night. Take the night off tomorrow. We'll see you for 8:30. Thank you, sir.
Hey,
Thank
figure
you.
it out. You don't understand. Start considering that fact. Figure out how much you don't understand. Look past your judgment and your opinions and the bullshit stuff you've been saying. Maybe go back
You're right.
and
My
see
teachers
what
never
words
called me
I
smart. They
actually
called me a
said.
smart ass, but they never did claim I was smart. So you're kind of right on that one, Jack. But if I got to show up and run things tonight, then you really know it's going to get bad. So you really don't want me to run things.
And you may be running things for the kingdom of Unslavia.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave this account here for tonight to make sure that we keep Talcadia under the Emperor's whoa. So we keep it under the Emperor's control for now. But if things change, I'll let you guys know.
Paul, I think you should take one final crack at this to see if you can get the show on the road. Elvis has left the building. Must be a birthday thing.
Made the decision, Scott. I'm gonna put you in charge of this ship. We need to actually steer this thing. And since Jack's not gonna show up for duty, he's derelict. We're gonna need you for tonight.
Yeah, that's gonna rely upon Wizard. We're gonna put up his present. You have a way to put up his presentments? We'll go with it. It's actually, look, the Emperor Unslaved.
Actually, I don't know if I can do that anymore. Let me see.
The Emperor Unslaved is the key, man, of the hour. Yeah, you can. So
You see those analytics? I probably shouldn't have brought that up, right? But let's see.
That's fucking shoot about that.
Let's see. Yeah. So let's see. Fuck, where's the good stuff? I don't know where the good stuff is. Let's see.
I think Freedom Grower's growing it.
Yeah, I mean, he does do some good stuff. Let's see, revenue's up $32 already. Jack isn't happy with that. The audience, we got 5.8 thousand unique viewers. That's 477. Jesus, somebody turn that shit off. All right, so we got 5.8 thousand unique viewers, 753 subscribers. I'm wondering, Jack, is there a trend here? Like, did you just do this yourself? Did you skyrocket yourself to victory? What's going on here, Jack? Can you explain these numbers?
You think nothing came from me?
No, everything came from you showing up to the show, and you have 2 minutes to show up. So I need you to show up. Otherwise, there's no show, because without you, there's no show. And that's the whole thing you don't understand. You need me. I need you. It's a symbiotic relationship, sir.
You're mistaken.
Can you do this without ego at all, Jack? I mean, and just tonight, just don't put yourself out there in front and think about yourself. Go out there and think about the people that are showing up, wondering if Jack's going to come on tonight. Talk about anything other than personal digging. If somebody starts talking about this, talk about anything else.
Hey, Scott, here's the thing. I don't have to prove myself to anyone.
You're not proving it to anybody else. You're proving it to yourself.
See, there you go again. As soon as I speak, you interrupt. You have no regard or respect.
Because you're not speaking truth. You're speaking imagination.
There we go. You believe. See, as long as you believe that, you keep interrupting me, and then you actually never consider the words I say because you're so convicted in being right. So God's revealing my way. I've been praying quite often. See, unlike you guys, I don't spend my time gossiping and complaining about others, for others to watch and listen to. I spend time in prayer, in meditation, and developing my relationship with the divine. So today and last night, it revealed some things to me that I'd been denying. I knew better about my trust in Moose, but I kept giving him benefit of the doubt and making excuses for him. And so today revealed even more facts, very clear to me about, what Paul wants for his birthday, to disrespect me and his father.
It's not even like that. We're trying to bring you aboard.
There we go.
Yo, dude, you're not getting it. We have to start. We're 1 minute over. Can we get through this fucking ego crap and get on to the show? That's all I'm asking you.
Jack, put a 10-minute fucking monologue together. Tell us all. Let us fucking restart this stream. You come up for your viewers. Moose won't say a fucking thing for the first 10 minutes. Put a 10-minute monologue together out of your head, impromptu, ad lib.
Dude, I don't even have the keys to the castle. So you start this stream over. I have no power. You can do your stream. You can skyrocket off to greatness, and you can stop being mad at me. You can see I did you a service today.
Fucking ever, if you want. But what I'm saying is, come back to center. Come back to a Zen space, to a fucking solid standing foundation where your feet are under you, and then stop thinking about going too far, too fast, too forward before you're ready. Stop thinking about dragging anybody with you or anybody dragging you with them, and just tell us who you are, what you want, who you think can help you, how you think you can be helped, and be honest with yourself. What help do you need? So that, if you could just summarize that in 10, maybe even it might take 20 minutes. Fucking keep everybody out of your show when you restart the stream. And if you don't like what you say after fucking 20 minutes, don't invite anybody up. Don't share a link. Don't fucking talk to anybody at all. And for all intents and purposes, unless somebody else has a fucking another desire, you control.
Can you at
your
least
destiny.
prove me wrong, Jack? Can you just prove me wrong? I think it's going to be the best show you've ever done in the entire history of your fucking channel. Just prove me wrong. Just
It's
go
raw.
up and
It's
do
emotional. It's fucking real. So don't be afraid of that.
You guys are clowns.
Oh, are you fucking serious? I'm trying to give you my best fucking information.
Scott, I love you. Scott, you're telling me to do what I've been doing.
No, you
now, I'm sorry if you don't respect or see. Hey, Scott, I'm sorry if you haven't been paying attention, actually, noticing what I have been doing.
See, this is the thing, dude. You're going to sit here and yell about what you have been doing when our show is 3 minutes late. You have a show to run. Get your shit together, Jack, and let's run this fucking show better than you've ever done it in your life and show people that you're not just a piece of shit joke. Show people that you have what it takes. I'm trying to tell you as your coach that you are almost there.
Get in there with the fucking left, right, and an uppercut. God damn it. Don't be afraid of the fight. Get in there and fight. I mean, come on. If this is what you want, this is how you prove it. Fuck, I surely digress.
Literally, Talcott, you have a chance to live without fear. Show everybody that you're not a sucker. You're not an idiot. You have what it takes, and you're not taking the chance. There's fucking hundreds of people watching you right now. Get it together. Take a quick lap, and let's get the show on, brother. You're killing yourself here. You're shooting yourself in the foot by not taking this in stride. Dude, we got people in the chat that are cheering your name. They're saying, Jack, come on. Jack, come on.
Moose, this is what you wanted. You fucking clown. You got and created exactly what you wanted.
No, you need to get on the fucking stage and show everybody your greatness. That's what I wanted. But instead, you can't see what I set up for you.
I just got back. Is Talcott still being a bitch?
Always.
Look, man,
just like the guy that just came here and unplugged the fucking trailer because he fucking owns the property and doesn't know me, but he wants to play games. And then when I say, hey, bro, is everything cool? Oh, yeah, and smiling in my face, sending messages. Everywhere you go, people want to play little hater games and do subliminal shots and never just come correctly and be real. Sorry, more bullshit. Let's go, Talcott. Isn't it showtime or what?
No, he's not doing a show anymore.
What the fuck?
Tonight. I made the choice a while ago. I told you guys that.
So now you're just fucking hanging out in the metaverse,
embarrassing,
everybody.
Talcott. Can we get the show on the road, man? You got
so you take the night off.
Birthday.
You say you're taking the night off, then you just fucking hang around on the metaverse and embarrass yourself and everyone else. So you didn't even take the night off. You just broadcast and not broadcast.
I'm doing what I want. My plans for today got fucked by you guys. So
well, if you're not going to broadcast, we got to get you the fuck out of here. How are you going to be on your own channel, not broadcast, take the night off, and then sit in everybody's face insulting everybody?
Well, this started out as a private conversation.
No, it started out as a joke.
Betrayal. The Trader Moose brought all of you guys into what I guess is a show.
Moose created one of the best.
This is my life. This is my life.
No, you're a circus. You're a clowns.
You are a clown.
Moose created one of the best bits.
Our fault.
in metaversal history. It's one of the best bits ever, and that's what makes me now value him more and want him as my producer. So he upped his value as producer, if nothing else, and he probably upped the value of your broadcast.
Agreed.
I'll agree with that as well.
Now, I brought you back up here because as your friend and coach, I want you to get back on that fucking bike and I want you to do this fucking broadcast better than you've ever done it before and stop being the little bitch that you're acting
Right.
like. You're living
Seat
in
or
fear,
no
Talcott.
seat. Lube or no lube.
Dude, I'm not even going to be on your show. I'm going to be there making sure your chat's clear, and that's
Right.
it.
Hey, Moose, that's the whole point. You're neither
Get out
my
of your
coach-
head for a moment and do the
Hey,
show, bro.
dumbass.
Get out of your
You're living in-
imagination.
See, you guys are living in pretend.
Paul, are you in
Seriously.
the bathroom right now?
Yeah.
Fuck over here. Hey,
Get
Moose.
your shit together and let's
Hey,
get into
Moose.
reality
Hey,
and let's
Moose.
do the show.
Moose. Here's something for you to consider. You're neither my coach nor my friend. So fuck you.
Whoa.
Okay, well, what do we do about the proceeds on the channel? Are we going to share that? Are you going to take it all? Because I remember you saying that I could have it all, and now you hate me.
You could have it all, is what you remember. Oh my god! Hey, you needy little bitch! Yeah, I'll give you whatever it was, $20.
See, I got you out of your head, Jack. I got you out of your head. Let's do the show.
He's
you just
fucking,
laughed.
he's
You
fucking
just smiled.
clamoring for that 20. That,
Come
on,
the
man.
base pay wasn't enough. He needs incentives.
Hey, are you monetized, Jack? Come on, OTW is monetized. It's your turn next, Jack. But you got to get on tonight.
No,
or you
I
ain't
got
gonna
him
get there.
monetized before OTW. Then we got OTW monetized. All right. So
Move
get
forward,
that straight,
Jack.
Scott.
Okay,
So
good.
what we
Good
need
job.
now is we need the show, Scott. We need the show. If we don't have a show, we don't have an income. If we don't have a show, we don't have a message. If we don't have
You
a
don't have a
show, that
host.
means
You don't
Jack
have a
doesn't show
show.
up for
Where's the
work.
host?
Well, that's
We're
why.
trying to get him back on stage.
That's
Hey,
why I'm
yeah,
going to run
Moose,
it with you,
wait.
Moose.
Wait, yeah, Moose, you should have thought of that shit before you betrayed me and started trying to make a mockery out of me, you dumbass.
It was a backstage bit. It's all Kingdom of Unslavia.
You just
that
try to
made it
put him
run.
backstage. You don't put the
It's a
producer
bit.
backstage.
It's a straight bit, Jack. And I brought you everything you've ever dreamed of, and you're spitting in my face.
All right, let's move on with the broadcast.
You're lying to yourself.
it.
You didn't bring
Paul,
me
are we coming
anything
over to
I
your
asked
channel?
for.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
that's
move
not
on.
true.
Jack's taking the night off.
Yeah, move on.
Jack, I
I don't know if
you
we
see-
can do it to these people who live without fear people.
They
I
need
can.
the show. They need the
We
show.
can't leave him hanging, man.
I can.
All right, let's do the broadcast here then. Let's take some people. Can we take some people up? There's audience over my channel, 162 people. It was a good day today. We got up in the 170s and 80s like we used to. So, we don't want to leave them hanging. So let's bring some people up. Throw out Talcott if you have to, because he doesn't want to be a part of his own broadcast.
I think this is a bit on Jack's part. I think this is his bit to show that he can literally do nothing and still win.
Right.
Like we're gonna do his broadcast for him, and he's still gonna win. How is this working?
You should
out?
probably answer for that. No.
Mr. Dark Moose and Mr. Paul, I come from the Cupcake lands, roaming the lands, and I must say, with Provo Kid, incapable of harming the peasants, everything seems good in the land of chat today, in the land of Talcottia, where the gates have fallen. So just bringing in the report from the field.
Well, that's good to hear, Snafu Snap. Is the Talcottian creature still in the back chamber? She's hanging out
He's
back
sweating
there?
it. He's sweating it.
All right, well, I mean, as long as he's hanging out, he's going to watch the broadcast and hang out in the back. Talcott, you don't want to be part of your broadcast anymore, huh?
All right. So introduce him, Moose. I mean, this is now Paulie, Emperor Unslaved, Born Day broadcast, and Eastern
All right, thank you,
Standard Time.
Scott. Thank you. I'm going to take it over from here. Let a
Thank you.
professional do this. Now that I'm paid to do it, professional. This is Lord Moose of Talcott, and I'd like to welcome Mr. Smith, Colt Agent Number 1, Scott 2B. We've got Snafu Snaps, and we got 2 other kids that I haven't seen in a while since I've been on undercover missions. You 2 folks, welcome to the Unslaved Nation. I hope you guys know that I was here before you. I'll be here after you, and maybe you'll make it along the way. We'll see. But welcome tonight, and what's on your heart and what's on your mind? Mr. Smith, go first.
I just wanted to say, Paul, happy birthday to you. I start every time I think I've appeared on your show the same way, that we all might have a difference in opinions and beliefs, but I think we all, whether you're fighting for rights and freedoms or you're doing decodes or whatever it is you're doing, we all know the government's fucking us. I literally say that every time I appear. A lot less, bickering. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's going to lay their head on the pillow tonight. I hope, Jack, you're listening, and I'm not pointing fingers at you or anyone. It's everyone's fault. Whatever. Just, we should be able to move past this and work towards a common goal of unfucking ourselves from the government. That's my whole point. I don't have a decode or anything. God bless y'all. Happy birthday, Paul.
Well, thank you, sir. I can't argue with any of that. And again, we could say the government's fucking us, but if that's the case, we're bending over and lubing up. So who's fucking who, really? I'm starting to think we're pulling them in closer. We got our hands behind us, pulling them into us. It's not exactly a rape scenario. Your thoughts, expert panel? Minus Jack
Talcott. A lot of fuckery going on out here in the fucking U.S. Well, it all started when they dropped the fucking of A. So, don't know what we can do about that other than pray. Because
that's
all right. You new slaves of of the Emperor Unslaves Nation. I need you guys to sing him happy birthday. And if you don't do this, you will be stripped of your cult member title and number. So I will start you out, and I expect you all to sing it. Happy birthday, Daddy.
Wow, that's nice.
Happy birthday to you.
Keep it going, slaves.
Happy birthday, dear Polly.
Such a glorious moment. Raising
You
the
know
flag.
what? This is a really
This is like raising the flag.
I didn't
You
ask
can't
for this,
cupcake,
but
man.
if Moose is going to put the cake up and ask everyone to sing, and this is all you got, it's kind of disrespectful. I mean, I didn't ask for this. It's a lack
I mean,
of
I could have went
on.
behind
Paul,
McDonald's and got somebody to give him a blowjob for $5. That was better than this. But
right.
If
Polly,
this is what we're working with, we'll move with it.
Just showed up over here with you. Hang on, come over here. Yeah, right now. Okay,
Is it Luke from 2 Live Crew?
Happy birthday to you.
Is that Anna Nicole Smith?
Happy birthday to you.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
No, I know who this is. I'll show you.
Mr. Emperor. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Anna Nicole Smith and or Chaz Bono. I'm not sure who that was, but
Maryland to JFK.
No, I got the reference, but she's dead. So.
Oh yeah,
so that's why the voice sucks. So bad.
Anna Nicole dead too.
Yeah,
Anna Nicole's dead too. That's right. That happened a while.
Don't say Christy Alley. She's gone too.
Okay.
So is the land of Talcott, the former land of Talcott, for tonight. Let's not forget that.
Go with Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, where's all the women of Unslavia? Are they going to get naked for me tonight, as is appropriate? I've put up with so much. I mean, we have a new kingdom that's been bestowed to I and the rest of the underlings, so it's only right that we have wine, women, and wealth. By we, I mean me.
To introduce you to one of our new products that we're going to be selling on the Unslaved Network. This is for you, Pop.
Wow.
The strong hand.
Wow, okay. So that's a G-spot and clitoral stimulator.
Definitely. It's got the hands of Talcott. loving care, nice grip,
We better have
slightly
Talcott
less firm
fucking
than
use
you'd
it
hope
first.
for.
Talcott, can you give us a review of the product?
Yeah, we need you, Talcott.
What was the hospital bill to get that pulled out?
No, that's not. That's not. Well,
Yeah. Did you go to the proctologist or podiatrist?
that with the proper lubrication, natural or otherwise, there's not too much friction with that. It works flawlessly. Okay. Jennifer owns one of those. I use it on her quite regularly.
How often does she use it on you?
Baby hand. No, she doesn't use it on me, sir. Thank you for pointing out what maybe your fantasies are going toward. Her using.
I just thought you were taking the Talcottian experience.
Oh, no. That's meant for a vagina, right? Because specifically it's G-spot and clitoral stimulation. And I don't have those.
Called the Talcottian tickle.
Yes, Talcottian twist, right? You put that in there and you twist it a little bit, and there's a lot of stimulation.
Talcott, you gotta talk. This is your show. Thank you, by the way, for letting me on the show and everyone else here. But the gates have fallen, so we come either way. But hi, Talcott.
I'm actually afraid of what's going to happen to Mr. Talcott because he really didn't want to do the show tonight. He wanted to take the night off, but he's still sitting here.
He said he wanted to kill
that
himself.
goes to the dance. Wait, what?
Did he really?
Yeah, he
Should we
said
call
he said my life's been miserable for a long time. He finally came out with it. What I've been saying this whole time, it's a fake guru act that he's got it all together, and he's insane and has suicidal ideation. So
Jack,
all right, I'm going to give him a
Perhaps
call
the
right
Dark
now, see
Moose
if I can
wants
get
to
him on
pull
the
up the
stream.
suicide hotline number just for your waivers in case.
Why is Cuck in Tennessee saying we're not live? If we're not live, I got a big problem. Okay,
Jack,
because I'm here
Jack,
and I'm talking at a screen.
Jack, that's not the way you want to go viral. You won't be around to enjoy it, so please don't do that. I don't think he's like that. Honestly, my opinion is Jack wants to be out in front of himself. I think he's a little bit, honestly, fucking head of himself in the message. I wish he would come down and like I said, put together his manifesto so we can see how clearly thought out his plans are.
Producer Dark Moose, did you have the what was the topic Mr. Talcott and you were going to do tonight in today's episode?
The topic was supposed to be respect. And I told Mr. Talcott that I set him up for a great display of disrespect today. So that way he could talk about it. He used me as an example of someone who was underperforming. And so I said, you know what, since I was mad about that, I said, you know what, I'll show you a little disrespect, and then we could do a show on respect. You see, I delivered him the Emperor Unslaved, and he was too dumb to utilize it.
Let's get into it then.
Look, you're 21 minutes to the show, Talcott, and
the fuck is he doing here now?
He made an appearance.
Let's get into respect, man.
Okay, it's a great topic, Jack. Let's do this shit, bro.
Yeah, respect Abel.
We had Aretha.
Jack, if you come back and you actually do the show with us, you will be able to take control of the show and have fun, and not just fun. You might actually teach somebody.
It's over, Moose. Why are you still begging? Moose, this is part of your problem. You're Captain Save-A-Ho all the time. Why are you still begging Talcott take on his fucking responsibilities and obligations?
Because it's sad. I'm like
fucking the dude
who's trying to back up Rocky. He's in the ring. He's bleeding all over the place. He doesn't want to get up, but
he's down for the count. He's down for the count. He laid down and said, "I'm done."
Throw in the Talcott.
I think he's ready to talk, Mr. Talcott. Right?
He's done. He's called it quits.
Respect.
He gave up.
You don't respect your own show.
Right leg. That's it. He's not the guru. He's not centered and balanced. He's not Christed. He's a quitter. He gave up. He called it quits. He tapped out. That's it. That's all it took. Right?
Who is the opponent in this fight?
Moose did to you what he did to me, and I revolutionized broadcasting. After that, he did the least bit to you, and you folded like a cheap card table. And you tapped out. Pathetic.
What can I say? Not everybody was built for greatness, Paul.
That's it. How the mighty have fallen. Was the Talcott run, or you just put him in the back?
No, he ran. He put himself in the back almost every single time.
Fucking
to make
ran
me look
again.
like I'm putting him in the back. See, that's the thing. He was running the whole time, not me throwing him in the back.
Can't run from yourself, Jack. I'm telling you this. Respect
It's
is
just
key,
sad.
Jack.
This
You
is,
gotta respect yourself and the truth. Okay, if you don't
This is how
respect,
the best partnerships fail. Cult member number 13, coughing on stream. So that's going to get you one lashing. Okay, you're going to get one lashing after this. Jack, are you going to handle the
Sorry,
whip, or do
brothers.
I have to do that? Jack, put a smile on, brother. Fucking smile. Be grateful. You are free. You have no obligations in the world right now. You literally can pick up your bags. You can buy a plane ticket and you can fly to the UN today and you can speak to them if you wanted to. You can do anything you want. You don't have to be a broadcaster on YouTube, but if you're going to be a guru on YouTube, you should take my advice. You should get your big boy pants on and you should do the best stream of your life, because you got 200 people watching you right now. And instead you're pouting like I used to do. I had my mama's spirit, right? And on my birthday, I'd be the one pouting like a little bitch. Jack, that's what we're doing here. It's Polly's birthday. Nobody's supposed to be pouting on his birthday. We're all supposed to be rising together. You say that, Jack, but you're actually making the most money out of today's stream than you'll make on your entire month's worth of videos.
Mr.
And
Talcott,
that
I
doesn't
must
matter
say
to
the
you.
land of Talcottism is in peace. You don't have a Gestapo out there, and right now is the time to talk to the people. They're listening to you from all kingdoms. Tonight is your night, really, Mr. Talcott. The lands, this is a peace treaty commencing in works, and you have a chance to talk to the kingdoms, and everyone's in tune.
he's out, man. He's called it quits. Just leave him
The
alone.
Emperor is
He
here.
can do what he wants.
If you get on your fucking horse and ride for the Emperor. We're about to go into battle, Talcott. You can't fall down now. See, you shake your head. You shake your head. There's people in the crowd that are fucking cheering your name right now, Jack. They're like hoping. They're hoping. You're like the underdog story. We spent 45 minutes trying to put you on the horse here, and the horse is getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. And the Emperor is wasting his birthday. So if you would like to get back on the horse, I appreciate it, Jack.
Respect was the topic, Jack. Let's hear it. Respect.
I mean, I can start talking, but the pattern has been everyone thinks their opinions are more important than what I say. So,
anyways, Moose, you want to get more into respect or what?
Well, that's the thing. I was hoping Jack would take us into it and kind of lead us.
Yeah, but he already
I was
opted
hoping he'd
out.
be
He
our
said he's
leader.
not doing the damn
well,
broken.
would you guys understand respect even if it was explained to you? Because especially from me, because if you don't respect me, then you'll find reasons not to accept what I say. You'll find disagreements and you'll think of thoughts that'll cause you to really want to interrupt.
Jack,
That's what's
before
been
you go
going
off
on.
on a good thing, we start the stream over, please. That way you can start fresh. You can start the stream. You can talk about respect.
All right, yeah,
You
give
don't
him
have
some
to have all
intro
this other
music.
gobbledygook going.
Give him some intro music and maybe like
let's do the intro.
a show card, like the Talcott train. Ready to
on my
ride?
channel. Why are we pretending? This isn't.
Yeah, I'm
It's
an
not.
intro.
It's
Putting out
interesting,
the
Jack.
music, man. He'll fall right into
You
it.
hired him.
Well, sure, do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Fuck.
give him the
Whole
music.
show.
Give him the Talcott
Just give me the
card.
keys back, Jack, and let's do this.
He's putting work in
Damn
for you,
music,
Talcott.
man. He's a professional.
Oh, that's what he was doing while he was away. He was taking my keys to the YouTube away, so that way I couldn't see the analytics anymore.
What a
But I
little
never did
slave.
anything against you with that power. No, I only helped you with that power. And so
No, you're lying to yourself. You
All right,
you were
and-
trusted with some you were trusted with some power. The moment The moment your little pussy was hurt, rather than have a conversation,
You sure it's
you want to
little?
play these fucking games. And then after getting called out on your games, now you want to try and manipulate it and say, well, this was really for you. That's the
Well, you
bullshit
actually
you
don't.
did with
You're
Paul.
too stupid to realize that it was
Oh,
for
I'm
you.
too stupid? Yeah, oh, brother.
Just give me intro music, Moose.
All right, yeah. I can't give
You
him
tri-
intro
you
music.
see
'cause
how
it's
you
on his
triggered him there
channel,
when you called him
and I
stupid?
don't have access to it.
Moose,
because
you're
he
on the
took the
clock.
access
You're
away
on the
from it.
clock, Dark Moose. You're on the clock for Mr.
Fine,
You
Talcott.
don't
I'll
have
find some other
StreamYard
fucking
music?
intro.
You got
Let's do
StreamYard
some-
intro?
Let's do this. We got this one.
You got StreamYard? Oh yeah. Now give me the card. Give me the card. Fuck yeah.
Let your nuts hang, Talcott. Let's go.
Oh yeah, all aboard the Talcott train. Coming on an hour.
Oh, the Talcott train. Come on, get out of here.
Right?
Respect.
Yeah.
Lit up in here.
Why are you always talking over me constantly? Can we run that again? Like even as I'm introing, I got slaves chattering over me.
You're
Let's
fucking the intro
throw
up
him
over
out.
here. Jack's laughing.
Throw him
He's
the
finally
fuck
feeling
out.
good. Which one was it? Snafu.
The
Snafu. I
Rotund
hate to
Town
throw you out.
Crier.
I'll
All right,
bring you back
run
later,
the music
Snaf.
again and give me the card.
I
got
got
Holy
we can't have
holy
Joshua and you.
Oh, God.
Joshua's back. They're gonna strike the channel and play games. We love him.
Holy
but,
shit.
you know, this person might like do something bizarre, and I don't know if we. All right, yeah. Here we are. We're coming up on 6 o'clock. Coming out here. Respect. Okay. Got Bobby. Got it. Back. Oh, wait. Here's our lovely host. First Talcott of the Talcottian Kingdom, now repossessed. Go ahead, Mr. Talcott. What are your thoughts on respect? Lead us right in.
So many directions to take that intro, and thank you for that. That was God, we could do some great things together. Respect it's a word a lot of us kind of take for granted. We think we know respect, we think we respect a lot of things, and we think we know a lot of things, but do we really? I mean, respect, as I understand the base of the word, the history of the word, it's tied to like spectacle and spectate, to see, respect, to re-see, to see again. So what is to see again? That which is original and maybe that which is a little more. So respect is to see one another, to see one another as the good. There's, in this immoral world, people have been taught to respect authority and wealth, and then opinions and memories and all sorts of bullshit has evolved from there. So it's time, I think, for us to start respecting ourselves, to really see who we are, not just individually of ourselves, but of each other. Start to re-see one another so that together we can come together. We'll understand each other better with some respect. Respect is,
Sir.
I think it's, yeah.
So, I'm only saying this because people in the crowd are saying that you haven't started the live stream on the channel. Should we change to the other StreamYard so that way we can start the stream on that? Because you should delete it because people are waiting in that channel for you right now. And you have a message. You're saying the message, Jack. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not. All right, I won't interrupt you again. Please go on.
That's pretty disrespectful, man. Leaving your people sit there waiting for you. You probably should go say something at least.
That's one way to look at it, and I considered that. What would be a way to share a quick message for those who did check in? I tried to think of something, but the more I thought about
Jack, just restream mine, and then we can give them a message directly through my channel to your channel.
Well, this is still streaming on mine. It's just set to private. I suppose I could set it to public.
There you go.
Yeah.
Although I'm not real happy about having this.
Jack, I understand that you're not very happy with me. Can we talk about it tomorrow?
Towards me on my own channel. I'm not real happy about this.
Relapsing.
Can we talk about this in
You were in the
private
flow
tomorrow?
there.
Can we
You
talk
were
about
like
this tomorrow?
tight-eyed.
Yeah, we were doing good. Let's start over.
Like, I didn't mean to bring this out of you. I'm trying.
All right, no, go ahead.
Just go ahead.
Give him the fucking the intro when he starts to restream. Give him the card. Okay. Well, he doesn't want
All right, we're gonna restart again.
Let's move on to the panel part.
No, we need to hear from you, Jack. That's what we come here for. So let's redo this. Let's do this. Let's do it again. Here we go.
Make it public. Let's go.
5,
I
4,
did.
3, 2,
Good.
1. Jack, here we go. Hold on and sit back.
Oh yeah.
Well, greetings again, brothers and sisters. Knowing how to respect yourself and knowing how to respect others. It's an important thing to learn. Something I think we do learn not through so much teaching, but through experience, learning how to judge ourselves and the moment a little wiser, how to show respect for the moment. I think that's probably maybe one of the most important lessons, and this is the thought that's just kind of coming up. Respect of the moment. What is the moment? What is the moment for you? What is around you? What has created you? What moments brought you to this one? Can you respect those things? Can you see the good in what is the moment? Because respect, I think it requires our attention. You know, if you don't notice something, do you really respect it? And if you respect something, you tend to trust it. And if you're going to trust something, then there's got to be something you admire, something good. And it's got to be something you care about, because that's what respect really is. The most valuable thing each of us has is the moments of our time and attention, right? And so when we've got these moments of time, moments together as brothers and sisters, family, whatever, when we've got these moments together, if we can respect the moment, we can see the good. And with the good, well, then you start to find the gratitude. And with the gratitude, if you can find gratitude for the moments together, well, it's easy to share that gratitude with the others that you're with. So please welcome the panel. We can share some gratitude together. I have gratitude. Thank you.
Jack, I want to say thank you. Thank you today for coming here. Thank you for doing this stream today. I have a lot of gratitude for you. You may not see it. You may see me as a bad person today, but tomorrow we should talk in private. I think you will see things a little differently, brother. Beautiful intro. Beautiful intro. You started this out on a great foot. I want to say thank you to Mr. Emperor Unslaved for coming here on your name day. Cult member number 13. We've got cult member number 1, the OG, Scott 2B. He's got to be here, man. Got to be Scotty. And we got the new cult member 1001. Pineal Power. We'll say hi to you too. You got some kind of weird shit going on in the background, some like Nazi shit, and I don't know if Jack likes that. So I do still have the block button and the kick button at the moment. So be on your best behavior, otherwise I'll have to use that because I do respect Jack. So as I respect Jack, I would like to get into that topic of respect, Jack. And I've shown a huge display of disrespect today as a token of good faith to you in the show. I would like you to explain to the people how I have shown you disrespect and use me as an example to show others how you can forgive.
How about this? I think those who were witness, and for those who don't know, who may have just joined the stream here on this channel, there's been a longer stream and a longer discussion going on today. And so, Moose, as far as what you're saying, as far as an example, how about this? I think we recognize that there were signs of disrespect offered towards me today or received by me today, and there were reactions to those things from me. But as far as forgiveness, how about this? I'm just grateful for now, and thank you. Thank you guys, all of you. Happy birthday, for sharing your birthday with me. Your born date, the date of your born, the date your breaths started. Thank you for sharing this day with me.
Did you say
And all of
breast
you.
or breath?
Breath.
I caught breasts too. That's
Guys,
it.
in his defense, Jack hasn't touched a nice pair of breasts in a while, so we're gonna take him to the strip club one day if
Okay,
God
that's
says
where
it's
that's
okay.
coming from.
But yeah, so thank you, Mr. Unslaved, for sharing this day with Jack. This is my intention was for you to possibly bridge the gap and we could possibly get an alliance underway. As we know that you are the emperor of these lands, we would like to work with you towards better and bigger goals. Mr. Talcott actually does have really good goals, and I have had a very, very fun time being your producer, Jack. So I would appreciate it if you would retract the firing of me today and possibly give me another chance. I think we could work it out, and I'll even do the rest of it for free.
Tell you what, brother, thank you for tonight and today, and let's have a conversation tomorrow.
We can
You got it,
work
brother.
it out.
But continue
can-
on the Scotty, hold on now. He's in the flow. Okay. So keep using me as a sign of disrespect and let's get through this. Talk about it. How did it feel? How did I make you feel? How are we going to move forward? Because the people really want to know. The people have been watching for a while, Jack, and they really want to see you in the best light. And this is your moment. Like when you start talking and you get in your flow, that's when you truly shine. And I think we all appreciate the wise wisdom that you have to say.
Well, I mean, what I felt was no different than what others feel. When people that you care about or trust change directions, you know, all of a sudden someone disapproves of what you've done or what you said, and now all of a sudden, man, they're out to get you, out to prove you wrong. Well, that's kind of what I went through today, and many people have dealt with that. But what it is an opportunity for us to look at ourselves. Why do we feel an attachment? Why do we feel a dependence or a reliance? Why do we feel that trust? Why do we feel that respect? I mean, after all, my disappointment is my responsibility. It's based on my expectations. Everyone is free to be how they want and who they are, but admittedly kind of different, maybe a little different than others. My mind really is blown. I've been quite honest and open about my story. I've said, hey guys, I think there's something bizarre going on. I say God a lot, and I think that's the result and the reason, but you know, so far, I'm the only one who believes in who I say or what I am. I claim to be a nice guy who has a good sense of humor. Maybe I'm not as talented as some, but I actually know a lot. Maybe not as much as others, but
Jack, I don't think it's a problem. We do love you here because we love you, and we think you do have things to say. The way we go about things is different than your tactics. I go, if you've ever seen when I first started with Paul, for instance, I brought Hubbard, right, the infidel. I brought him over to the channel to be crucified. That was my first great install on the metaverse, and just much like that, I've done the same thing here today. I've brought the master, the emperor, enslaved, and I brought him to you. And on his birthday, I've delivered him to you on his birthday. He's spending it with you, Mr. Jack Talcott, world famous, and that is something right there. He could spend it with anybody in the world he wants. He could spend it with Jennifer, but he's here spending it with you, sir. And so I think that means a lot about how he cares about you and wants you to succeed, sir. You might not see it yet, but I see it.
Agreed. That's some fucking love there, man.
And
what
it's
I
all
was,
sorry. Go ahead.
thank you. What I was trying to point out, though, my frustration is I am just a messenger. I wish people cared about what I am saying, because it's the what I'm saying is what makes me think I have value. It's not me. I don't give a fuck about me, just like the rest of you. But I actually think what's within me has some power, and maybe even if people, maybe those suffering from addiction and stuff who really are in the misery that I used to live in, maybe they could be encouraged to listen to me, and maybe I actually think people could change their lives off of what I've learned.
Can I ask you something, Jack? If you expect other people to listen to you, why won't you listen to anyone else? You've not listened to one idea, concept, or anything presented by anybody yet to this day. Not one, with the exception of taking on Provo or Moose to help you in your background in producing. That's it.
Respond to that. Just clearly take a minute or two and respond to that and come up with a couple ideas.
Okay.
I say it's false is one thing, but come up with the ideas that you've used.
He claims not one idea has been accepted by me. Have you not heard me promoting many people, many channels? I promoted Paul. I promoted that John St. Julian. I promoted, remember, I actually did one show where that's all I did was promoted other people that I've been learning and receiving information from.
Do you think there's a chance that you're
I'm not
under attack
talking about
so
helping.
much?
I'm talking about
One sec,
helping
Wiz.
yourself.
Jack, do you think you're under attack by so many people that, like, when there are certain people close to you, that you might actually take it out on them a little bit, just a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, see,
I
and
don't.
I can
Yeah,
accept that because you're a
I
human,
admit
dude.
that.
You're a human, or you're not a human. You're what is it, Wizard? Help me out here.
I'm human. I'm a
Man,
man.
he's a
You're not a
man.
hue of a man. You're a man. So, Jack, and I respect you. See, we needed this show to go on, right? And we needed you. You're literally the leader of the crew, right? See, Emperor Enslaved is the leader of his own crew, and now he brought his crew over here. You've been wanting to work with him for a while now, and I'm trying to get you guys to work together. And he's here Is there anything that you might want to talk with him about? Maybe maybe discuss with him about the future, because we do want to move past this, right? We want to move past the metaversal drama. We're not just drama. We have a message, and you want to get places. So I yield. Go ahead, Jack.
Thank you, but I don't know what you want from me.
I just want you to trust me. Trust me that I have your best intentions at heart, and that we're actually going to make it somewhere, and not give up.
Well,
Today I thought
I
you were going to give up, and that hurt my feelings because I put a lot of work into this, just like you. And
yeah,
without the
and
front
then you
runner,
threw sabotage to a very,
no,
very,
it
very
wasn't
quickly
sabotage, sir.
too. Oh,
You
right,
made
right.
some of
No, no,
Okay,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
going to believe all this was planned, because what you're doing is egoic nonsense. You're speaking words trying to convince me to believe what you're saying is true, but I know the facts. I trust the facts more than your words. Were your words left out any thoughts of God? You're taking all
I don't
credit,
speak for God, sir.
bringing
I don't
bringing
speak for God.
emperor unslaved here to be the hero of this day.
So here's where I have the problem, Jack. You're getting mad at me again when I'm literally trying to show you love and trying to show you that I'm here for you, and that I'm trying to help build you up.
Are those words honest?
They're honest,
Or
dude.
are
You
they,
are like the singer
or
of the
are your
band, and I'm like the
actions
drummer.
self-serving, like I've
Without the
been
singer, Jack,
observing?
the drummer can't do anything. Nobody cares about the drummer, Jack.
Right.
Okay, everybody
All
cares
right.
about the singer,
Yes.
and you're the singer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
I
the front
recognize
man,
that.
Jack. You're the front man,
And now,
and the
and now the
front
front
man
man
has
just left us.
walked off stage.
So Elvis has left the building, folks.
And that's an ungrateful man.
The Jack, come back, Jack, come back. Listen, hi, Jack. Hi, no, wait, that's what was done earlier. Hi, Jack. Listen, I think what is happening is the failure to realize what this is about right now, which is respect. And respect is given and it's earned. I often give it to people out of just my good graces. But if they ruin my respect, if they ruin my ability to respect them, all right, then they have to really work hard to earn it back. Now, and I can see where you might go, right? You're right. But now listen. On the other hand, okay, if you're espousing yourself, and I'm not saying, let me go a different way. Let's just not, I don't want to pick your, I don't want to pick your, if you're going to give respect, okay, and expect respect in return, okay, then you have to be willing to re-give that respect. You have to give the respect. You have to, and understanding what that means. And between you and Moose, between you and Paul, between you and Wizard, it's all a different fucking story. Every story is different, but they have common threads. Okay. And what is the common thread? You tell me. How do you feel that the three above you, all right, you're sitting in the middle with, I think you're Alice in the Brady Bunch scene, if I was correct. I'm not sure. So you're sitting in the middle running this fucking household of the Brady Bunch kids, the man and the woman. Here's a story. How are these three people on the top right here affecting you? And what do you think that you can make to make that more of a respectful exchange between the three of them? And you have to come up with the answer for all three of them. And I don't think it's the same.
Hey, Jack, can I jump in here?
There you go.
Let's be honest. This man has said respect so many times, no one knows what the hell it means anymore. Is that fair to say, Jack? I think it's fair. It's fair. Why don't we take the respect up front and we deal with the rights and freedoms afterward? How about that? I think that might work.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing that. Well timed. Without respect for one another, how can there be morality? And if there's not morality, how can there be freedom? So shouldn't we be learning how to show respect for one another, as I was kind of explaining earlier, respecting the moment together?
What a damn good fucking point, man. Jack, this is why I told you to do this on respect. Out of anybody in the world, one knows about respect. And I respect that about you.
Thanks, but coming together, joining together starts right now. I mean, the question of what's the similarities that Scott was getting at, I don't know why God brought me and us together. I've been quite open that I've prayed, I've gone within, I've meditated. What the fuck is this? Why have I been wasting or spending months dealing with ridicule and mockery just so I could hang out with Paul Unslaved? Just because I was crazy enough to think we could do something greater. Not for me, but for others.
Wait a second. Are you saying that you no longer have intentions of doing anything with Paul?
Well, yeah, it was 2 days ago I said I was done. I unsubscribed and I fucking walked away. And, today with the birthday thing, I reconsidered my thoughts about, I was reevaluating that and going back. But then with the disruption and
Can you
interruption
imagine how
today,
alone a man must feel to want to spend his birthday with another man who feels so alone?
I
Jack?
spent Christmas and New Year's, it seems, with this group, and I
No,
told
I'm
everyone that
not.
this was my community, and yet you've seen what the community has offered to me over the past several months. It's been
Yeah,
quite
it's
interesting.
ripped me raw. It's bent me over and fucked me without lube. So I've been there. I was there. This feeling is
Ouch.
still there. So Jack, I am no stranger to the metaversal beheading, the metaversal fuck. Uh, and yeah, I understand all about respect, and that is the reason why I even started with you, because remember that day you showed me some signs of respect, because for the longest time, Jack, you were saying, "Oh, Moose, you offer me nothing. You offer me nothing. You
Right,
offer me nothing."
Moose,
One day you
Moose,
woke up.
Moose.
Hold on, one
Here's the
sec, sir.
thing.
1 second. This
Yeah,
is a thing about
no,
respect.
I'm
One
about.
second. 1 second. I'm not saying anything bad about you. And so that day I said, yeah, I'll work with you, because you showed me a sign of respect. You seen something in me. You gave me the ability to be myself and do what I had to do. Now you
Right.
see, when you give me the creative direction to do what I got to do, sometimes you got to understand that it's not gonna make you happy. It's not gonna
No,
make you happy, and
no.
it's probably not what you wanted,
Yeah,
right? But when you
right.
wake up tomorrow and you see the numbers, and then you see the
No,
fact that there's actually people listening to what Jack
no.
Talcott has to say, like they're actually listening to the
You
words coming
really
out of
don't
Jack
give a
Talcott's
shit about
mouth.
what I say, do you?
No, I
You just
do.
want to keep talking, keep presenting your story. You don't
See
give a
that
fuck, do you?
I feel that is a sign of disrespect. I will yield
Right.
and I'll
I'm
give you
feeling
respect and let you
disrespected by
talk.
the fact that I'm telling you, no, you're wrong. And you're just going on and on and on as though I'm ignorant. And so I'm looking forward. We'll find out where the future goes tomorrow when you and I have a conversation. A conversation like I've been asking months to have, an actual
Wait
conversation
a
for the
second.
purpose
See, now
of
you're putting
discussing
lies, because
what we are going to
because
do.
let me
See,
see.
your
When's the
lack of
last time I
respect
called you
again.
Mr. Talcott?
What
Let's see.
makes you think you need to keep speaking over me?
Let's see. Well, because you're lying to people, and I have to set you
There
straight.
we go.
So
Run the show yourself.
7:32 p.m. I called you.
Oh
Sunday
my God,
at
what a fucking
Sunday
clown. What a
5:21.
clown. I'm gonna here. You
What
are
else? What else
not,
other day?
where are you?
G-Real.
You are not.
Well,
You can't dethrone the king, sir. I am the king. We have the emperor with us, and you can't dethrone the king. I've taken over your kingdom until you can learn how to be a man. When you can learn how to be a man and run your own shit, then you can have it back, Lord Talcott.
Hey, there you go. You're back to
You
disrespect.
don't have
Yeah,
the respect. See, let me have my minutes. They give you 3 minutes in court.
back to disrespecting me so quickly.
All right, Jane. Don't worry. I'll get you a box of pads for your transition soon, okay?
And
You
now we're
guys actually like met each other and talked to each other in person?
not yet.
No, if I met, Jack in person, he'd try to fuck me. That's how much charm I have.
Holy shit. Jack,
Sounds like a really heavy man is about to prepare a meal, folks. Quiet down.
All right, Jack, this is ridiculous. You were talking about respect. I started talking. You started talking over me, and then you want to act like me still talking and continuing the conversation was a sign of disrespect to you, when you were disrespecting me. So maybe we should do last words, everybody. If Jack doesn't want to run his broadcast like a man, if he doesn't want to give the people what they want, um, if he doesn't have a work ethic stronger than a squirrel, then maybe.
Are you guys break up?
No, see, we broke up earlier, and now we're back together. And
No,
so,
it appears we are breaking up because look at his behavior.
Well, no, I'm looking at yours. He's being totally respectful. You're getting disappointed and
Really?
you're turning around and
Really?
disrespecting him. Just like you're
Oh,
disrespecting
really?
me now while I'm speaking.
I am disrespecting you because I've seen little respect from you.
Yeah.
You've not presented as a man who's worthy of my respect or my care anymore.
Yeah, that's okay. I love you.
That's kind of
You're a
crazy,
liar.
man. He's tried to help you. I don't know how many times, man. I've been watching.
Oh,
months.
really? Really? How many times has he gone out of his way to slander me? What's the other side of the story?
I mean, shit, man. That's tough love as far as I'm concerned. Fuck,
Tough
people do it to
love.
me.
Excuses enable ignorance. His behavior has been unacceptable, but it's okay. You're going to overlook it and actually say, I'm wrong. All right. You know what? God bless. This is
No, you're
fucking
both wrong.
hilarious.
You guys are. Wow.
Jack, don't leave me now, Jack. Come on, you're leaving me in the middle of a broadcast. If we have to, we can restart this thing. Come on. Come on back. I'll put the Talcott train. I'll put the music back on. We can redo this. Emperor, can you help me? Can you save me? Can you
Man,
send
all I can say is
reinforcements?
that's how us men do this shit, Jack. Sometimes we fucking are hard on each other. If you can't stand up and take it, you know what I mean? I know. Yeah, you're gonna shake your head and say, "Oh no, that's you shouldn't give people tough love." Well, guess what? It's a part of life.
Yeah, he's raised by mama.
You're a clown and you don't know the context of today. Let's deal with reality right now.
Well, tell
Tough
me what
love.
happened.
Tough love. You think tough love is appropriate for some fucking stranger online? You're a clown, dude. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, online we want nothing but cupcakes. Fucking moron.
You see, that's the thing is I try to work with this man, but he keeps turning on me like a backbiter. You're supposed to talk respect with me, and I gave you the floor to show how I disrespected you. Use me as an example of disrespect, and then when I gave you a chance to show me respect, you showed me disrespect. And so it's like we're in a never-ending loop at this point until you actually forgive me and let me be myself and you be yourself, and we move forward. We're never going to actually move forward. We're just going to keep doing this fucking loop for the rest of our lives.
You're the
Talcott. We're
one
stuck
who
together,
keeps
dude. We're stuck
complaining
together.
about me and not allowing me to speak, dummy.
Hey, dummy. We can both be dumb at sometimes, okay?
How about you be quiet for a little bit, please? That's my frustration with you. You claim I'm disrespecting you, but you interrupted me and you fucking totally ignored the words that I've been saying again. It's like, what the fuck you're just in denial. trying to gaslight me, and I'm sitting here with like a bunch of people that are, oh yeah, that sounds right. It's like, what the fuck?
What did Wizard do
Jack,
today?
denial
that
is
pissed
actually
off?
a river. It's a river, denial. And
There you
it's
go, finding disagreements where none are necessary.
Wizard, what did you
Look.
do to him today? You must have made him real mad. I missed it. 6 hours. I missed the 6 hours.
just started at hour 1, brother. Jack, me and you are gonna make it through this, and we're gonna come back tomorrow, and you're gonna be like, dude, you were right. That was actually the best show that we've ever done, even though you didn't look the greatest. But if you turn the time back 2 days, or turn the time back yesterday, you'll notice that those aren't some of your best streams. Okay, best in them, but you still get the numbers. You get the numbers, my man. And I'm trying to tell you, people are finally starting to listen to you. And you know, you're muted right now. You muted yourself, and now I can't hear you. So I can't hear you telling me to shut up. So I don't get it. Oh, you were respecting me. Thank you, Jack. All right, I yield. I get it. You are a master, master of disguise.
That must have really sucked when you couldn't be heard, huh?
You're a fucking idiot, dude. Hey, you wanted to know what? It's every chance he gets, he wants to take a little snipe, a little fucking insult towards me. Every chance
from now
he
on.
gets.
I will from now on, you little prick.
Yes. Why break your patterns?
No, I
No
gave you
reason
a
to
chance on my
change.
show. I
The
gave you
people
a
of the
chance
crowd
on
are
my
curious.
show after
How
you
long is it?
Wow,
How long is it,
after
Jack?
I gave you the opportunity to address the new issue above and beyond any anger issues, and you dropped me off your panel. I gave you the opportunity to come up on my channel or my panel, and I never blocked you or anything. I let you go the entire portion. You're the one that ran. Get it?
So what did he do, Jack? What did he do wrong today?
Did you just miss my explanation to you? Where I said, hey, cult member, I pointed to you. I said, that right there, the sniping at me. Okay, him bringing up shit from the past as his excuse to disrespect me, right? You don't see that? I mean, after I explained it to you, you literally asked me again?
I like hearing you, Loop.
Sometimes people don't get it, Jack, and that's the thing. You got to have a little more fucking patience with people who aren't getting it. You're not going to teach everybody the first time and them to actually get it like a fucking teacher who's teaching math. You don't go to math class and get your test on day 1 and ace everything. So just
What
take it a
the
little slower,
fuck
Jack.
are you talking for?
Yeah, you disappointed him again, Moose, and I was going to disrespect you.
Well, what do you think you're accomplishing? Do you think I needed your instruction? Or
even City Hall gives you 3 minutes. You have yet to give anybody 3 minutes without interrupting them. You insolent fucking bastard.
Well, please, the floor is yours.
The kingdom of Talcottia is falling apart right here, and you're letting it, Jack. You're breaking down the walls here. You're basically torching your own castle. All right.
No.
So
I'm sitting here allowing you fools to be foolish.
No, that's not.
Yeah,
what you're
I am. You're the one who keeps talking. If you guys use this opportunity,
that's what I'm here for. People come here to listen to
would
me.
you
That's the
please
thing,
shut up
Jack.
so I can explain what would be helpful?
Yeah, see, when you start learn how to get respect, I'm going to take control of this show because he doesn't know how. Guys, when you have respect each other, that is when we get somewhere. You know, when someone is talking, you don't talk over them. You don't sit there and wait, chomp at the bit, try to say something. No, you listen to what they're saying and you respond. You don't react, you respond. So now I'm going to give the floor over to you guys, especially new people like Colt member number 13. I need to hear more from you because you haven't gone through the hazing when it comes to me, and we've got some places to go, sir. So tell us about respect.
You talking to me?
No, the guy next to you.
Yeah, just keep the mouth open. Keep staring at the screen. Oh,
13.
there's
Yeah,
Mount.
calling number 13, aisle 13. Please check
Let's see,
in.
we're gonna. He's got a
Well,
wow
shit.
under his name.
Like you say,
Yeah,
the
that's
first
you, number 13.
Yeah, man. The first thing of respect is you got to listen to what people are saying and let them talk. I mean, I've done that so far, haven't I? But yeah, I mean, I just don't understand what Jack's mad about today. I'm trying to figure that out and try to help him, but you can't help Jack. I guess he can only help himself.
Or help you.
Yeah.
No, Jack can't help you. Jack is actually trying to help me be a life coach, and that's where I become his life coach. I'm trying to be a better man and coach him into a better.
Jack, do you have
He's a
conversations like
fucking liar.
face to face with
that's the
people in
thing.
real
When you
life?
You're
start
not
throwing
my
me in the
coach.
back,
You're a
Jack.
fucking liar.
No, I said I was in a spot that out of context, Jack. See, that's where the disrespect comes in. I can show you countless
You
times where
just said
disrespect
that's
your
why
producer.
I'm coaching Jack. You're a fucking
Well, yeah.
liar. You're not my coach. You're an insulting traitor.
No, you've got
Well,
everything
then why is he your
wrong.
fucking producer then, man?
He
You guys-
is not.
Oh, okay. Why has he got a wrench to your fucking place and can do whatever he
He
wants?
should not after today.
Why are you so
Oh.
angry, man? I'm just asking
Because
questions.
Jack
Go back and look at the last several hours, please.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's
I
got a
didn't
wrench
even ban
because
anyone
Jack
from your
lost
chat like I did
control.
to Paul's, man. You're
No, I
having an
trusted the
aneurysm
wrong
over here.
man.
No,
I
you
trusted the
now
wrong
you
man
don't
and
have
gave
trust
Moose
control.
some power.
And now you don't
And
have
he's a
control.
manipulative,
Now
backstabbing.
you don't have control.
No respect, Talcott.
Yeah, you're
No respect.
right. You're right. And look at you fucking clowns.
Yeah, see, you don't even have respect on your own show to show up and actually present yourself as a presentable.
It's probably why his family left him too.
So
Ooh.
he's gonna keep
Observer.
playing games.
Here
I
we
know I'd be like upset
come.
if you're my dad.
Walk down the street. Getting funny. Come on, Donald Dump.
Take us away, Jack.
Isn't that the Jan spot? Marsha.
Please, Father. Please find forgiveness.
Do that shit in private, motherfucker.
That's fucked up. Holy shit. Stop. All right,
You're
Jack.
a fool, wizard. You are an absolute fool.
Really? You're the blasphemer. The scripture
No.
tells us to pray in private, motherfucker.
Hey, you're
Why
a
can't
false
you laugh,
accuser.
Jack?
Your judgment is flawed. Why? Hey, I take fun things fun. I take God pretty seriously.
No, you
I
don't.
didn't say you didn't, sir.
The fuck you do.
I take my life pretty seriously.
Sisters and believe.
Maybe we should go to Baba Trump. He's got the
I was
answer.
actually trying to do that for you, but you hit the right button for me, Jack. All right, so we're going to take this back to respect, guys. You guys obviously don't know how to respect Jack, and so I would like Jack to tell us how we can respect him better. But before Jack goes, I want to hear one more word from Trump if we can. I'd like to hear a happy birthday from Mr. Paul Enslaved out there. It is his name day, and then we'll get back to Jack. It's all about Jack.
No, I don't think I will. No one can compel me to do anything. But if I were Jack, I might go to help center and report fraud, maybe shut his own channel down. Instead of sitting here and arguing in an inane way, if he had self-respect, the only type of respect that matters, you would get off of this program. You would have a quiet evening to yourself, report the fraud, and stop this shit. Good luck, Jack. Really, good luck.
Donald, this is Ivanka from the grave. Shut up.
Those might be the wisest words I've heard from Trump.
That's the dumbest shit he's ever fucking told you. You're about to be making money. Your
No,
account is going
no,
up,
it would
and he
absolutely
wants you to shut it
accomplish
down.
what I want, which is an evening of fun and joy and delight. You fucks don't want to offer me that.
Oh, all
And
right.
you
Well,
know,
I'll
I
leave so
could
you can leave.
finally actually report and address this fucking fraud you have created, Moose.
Wow. Now you're making allegations.
This
and I have
intentional disruption of my channel, my life, that
No.
you instigated. You wanted.
see.
Jack,
I'm not gonna let
calm
you
down,
do
Jack.
that, Jack. You're absolutely
Well, I
acting
think
like
it was a good
monster again.
idea. Maybe I will figure out how to report your ass and find out what options are available to me.
And when you do that, I'm going to come back after you 10 times harder because I delivered on my promise to you every
Did
single
you?
time, Jack.
Yeah, I'm talking specifically about I removed your access and yet you found your way back.
Oh, because you didn't end the stream, dummy. Dummy.
Very
Once you end the
good.
stream, I don't have access. I told you that 3 times already.
Well, and so
I was
like
trying to help you
Trump
out.
offered, I will go report that and this stream, which I guess is on Paul's stream and in a cult experiment with 23 thoughts.
Snitches get stitches.
Hey, you know what? No one gives a
Jack, you might
fuck
wanna
about
think
what
about
I
that
want.
karmic,
So maybe I
karmic
won't give
thing
a
you're gonna
fuck
ask
about
yourself
what
to
you
do.
want. How about
That's
that,
fine.
little bitch?
So
You
you're
want to
gonna
see
take
some
all of our
respect?
channels down just so
Hey,
you can
you know what?
feel good.
Jack, slow down.
You know what? Why
Hold on,
shouldn't
buddy.
I? Why
Jack.
shouldn't I?
Praise
Oh,
Lord Talcott.
Jack.
He's
Hold
got
on.
his Talcottian kingdom back. I
No, you
live.
know what? I follow the truth. God revealed an idea to me through a messenger. I love everybody. And through the moments of time, God reveals my path. And that sounds like a good idea. I do want a good evening alone with God, with the trust that Moose is not part of my stream anymore. And since I can't figure out how to get Moose to
I thought we
leave
just
until
said
he
no,
leaves,
no.
I
Hold
guess
on,
I'm
Jack.
stuck here.
No, hold on one sec. I thought we just talked about this earlier. We were going to talk about it tomorrow.
Right.
And we
You
were
can
gonna get on
leave.
but I thought we were talking
I'll
about
feel
respecting
better
me.
when you leave today and we can talk tomorrow and we can figure it out. I mean the entire stream. I don't want you back in this room or on my live streams. I don't want you with access to my StreamYard.
That's
Like
fair.
Trump says, you're fired.
Now that he has said that vocally, that he does not want Moose to be part of the production, I will bow my head and I will say, I'm sorry, Jack. I will not work for you until tomorrow when I call
Pray
you
for God's
and we
blessing.
fix everything.
We can talk tomorrow should God
Pray for
awaken
God's
us.
But that's the thing, Jack. I don't
And should
understand
you
why we
actually
have to wait
follow
until
through
tomorrow.
and create the opportunity, we'll see what you do.
Didn't I call you earlier today? What I was trying to talk to you and you hung up on me. I was trying to tell you this is all a bit, and then you're turning on me here, Jack. So if you really want me to leave, or we could really do this the
I
rest
really
of the
want
show.
you to leave.
Emperor Unslaved, is that what you want? It's your birthday. Go ahead. Give me the thing. Oh, I mean, Jack wants me to leave. All right, everybody. Jack Talcott has said he wants me to leave his StreamYard, and so as an honorable man, I'm going to leave the StreamYard and put Jack back into control.
Very interesting. What a fucking day, huh, Jack? What a day.
God writes some mysteries.
Well, the script, I mean, if you understand what just happened.
I understand more than most people realize, Scott, and I assure you. I understand far more about what happened today than you might, and definitely more than what Moose thinks he does.
Was there any breakthroughs?
There was truth revealed, and I'm always on the path for truth. I pay attention, and there was many things said, many things revealed today in between the chaos. But as far as breakthroughs, I saw a bunch of egoic men in denial, defending and making excuses to continue their patterns of behavior. I saw little interest in trying to change, only in trying to be right.
Is that all you saw?
I saw some words of care. I saw actions and efforts of care behind the scenes today.
What were you looking for?
You know, today, honestly, Scott, thank you. What I was hoping for today, because I woke up a little bit challenged in my head again. I first reached out to people here in town trying to break the pattern of isolation with some lunch, but didn't get any responses there. So I started reaching out to other people I've met online. Ended up with me and Mexican Jesus having a conversation. And my idea was actually really hoping that me and him, that I could make a breakthrough with him, or that God might allow Aaron to join. Aaron's the guy I spoke with last night. So I thought if Aaron and I, you know, two hearts of Christ together, we might be able to break that delusion that Mike is dealing with.
What does that mean to you when you say two hearts of Christ? What is exact? Can you just define that a little bit? You don't have to go in depth, but what do you really mean?
Two men of faith in God, with love, genuine care and love for another person.
Okay, but when you say Christ, that's just a loving being. That's a loving, caring being. But Christ was someone very specific that stood for very, well. Let's just talk as it is. Controversial positions. He stood against the authority. Period.
Well, in the context of what I was saying, Scott, in my hopes for today, I had hoped that Aaron and I, or that two of us, might be able to have a conversation with Mike. And then honestly, I was considering the idea, maybe Mike and I could go, or the idea was initially Aaron and I maybe visit Paul on his birthday, because I do love the man and admire him and want him the best. I hope we can find ways to communicate, but I'd given up. But today I was trying to encourage myself not to give up, to still find reasons and ways to move forward. And I was figuring out my production stuff without Moose. Perfectly content with continuing on. So my hopes for today were to actually, and then when Paul and his dad happened to be here, I thought, holy crap, maybe this is an opportunity. Because honestly, that was a present I wanted to try and find a way to offer to Paul, is for his father to find a way to offer his father back to him. For Paul to accept his father back.
You might have done a little bit of that, so don't sell yourself short. You got him talking. What's wrong with that?
Well, it's
applaud
not my
yourself.
place.
Hey.
Well, Scott, I've learned even more that what I have is only available for those who want it. And until someone asks, all I do is cause resentment and backlash.
You ever listen to the white ape? You ever listen to the white ape up in the corner? He's not talking for a while. He's being quiet. He's probably getting his fucking blowjob or something for the fucking birthday. Good for him. Do you ever listen to him?
Yep.
What does he say? He's very, very quick to say it's not about him. Or He's quick to say it is about him, isn't he? Okay. He's just as quick as he says it's not about me. He doesn't want to take credit for shit. He doesn't care about that. He's just as quick to say it is about him. That when he's picking on you, he's picking on himself. He sees his own shortcomings. Okay. Do you realize that?
Well, I do, but this is the point. What I learned is to stop beating me up. And if Paul would see the good in me, he could learn to see the good in him. And if he saw more of the good instead of the critical,
he does.
Show us the good in you. Tell us about the good in you.
You know what? You're right. I'm wrong. I'm always wrong.
I didn't say you're wrong. Who said that?
No, cult member says I'm wrong.
Don't listen to him. Leave him alone.
What? He doesn't see any good in you, Jack? What do you mean? How doesn't he? He's here right now with you on his fucking birthday.
That's not what I said. You disagreed with your thoughts, not with what I said.
Okay, well, reiterate what you said then, Jack. Would you just so you can clarify for Cult 13?
Well, Paul doesn't. It's the same egoic pattern. Okay, this is just typical ego. What ego tends to do is look for the negative. But this pattern of judgment starts with the self-judgment and then it carries over to others. So the pattern of the ego is always looking for the flaws, for the negative, for the problems. Well, the spirit is that which is good. And what I said was, Paul is seeing a mirror of me, and it's triggering, and it's causing confusion and disagreement, and it's bringing up a lot. But he's not the only one. I've said this regularly.
So you want people to only talk about your good sides and what the good things you're doing. You don't want them to say anything negative about you.
It's not about me. It is about the power of words and about God. God is the good. Do we want to seek the problems, the negativity, or the good?
Okay,
let's focus on the good. Be aware of the problems, recognizing that we can work together, not bring out the problems and just focus hours and hours on problems. If we're going to address the problems, bring it up with the intentions of resolve.
Jack, I don't want to. I mean, and I don't want to shoot the whole conversation in the foot here, but there's problems are fucking a dime a dozen. They're everywhere. Okay,
Yeah.
And yet we have miscommunication, a fucking derailment of your show, a couple things. So you have your own problems right here. So without fixing your problems out, front of you, right front and center right now, forget about the rest of the world and trying to spread God's message, which none of us truly have. I mean, we all believe we have God's message, and that would probably make sense that it's a good message. We would want to believe that our deity is a kind and loving, caring God, but also we've also learned he's a jealous, envious God. He doesn't want us putting any other gods before him.
Wait, Scott, please, for the love of God. God is something I have studied. Okay?
Theology, because God comes in different forms.
Scott, right.
Well, tell me.
Scott, God is love. Stop believing the fear-based nonsense about God is angry and jealous. Those are partial truths. Don't get fucking hung up on that. God is love. Love, unconditional love.
Okay, then there's a lot of things that you've got me confused about. All right, because I don't think that's the message we see totally in the Bible. All right.
Well, I'm happy to explain, but if you want to just imagine disagreements all day, then that's not productive.
Well, I would rather you kind of substantiate your position on this. God is all about love.
What did Jesus here? Jesus was the example. Jesus was the example of a man with unconditional love, unconditional, with divine faith, divine mercy, divine compassion, and with grace, right?
Jesus was the example of love, and God is all about love. And explain Noah and the flood. Explain Abraham and Isaac. Explain
It was all for the purpose of us learning collectively and individually experiencing. But the only thing that matters, Scott, the only thing that matters is right now. Because right now is the expression of love that God has generated for us to experience and share together. God brought us together. We thought we chose.
The world's chaotic sideways as fuck. I mean, just literally sideways.
Right, because it's generated through the thoughts of mind, and the human mind has been chaotic and has been conditioned to have habits of anxiety and fucking anger and all this bullshit.
Hey, Jack, have you ever taken mushrooms?
Yes.
Like a hero dose?
I've taken enough to explore, yes.
How long ago was that?
I don't know.
Dude, if you don't remember the last time you took shrooms, that means it's time to take another one, another trip.
I'd agree, but without human beings in my social life, well, I suppose I could try and figure out how to order, but
what's a hero dose? What is that?
I think that's 5 grams or more, is it not?
Yeah, I think an eighth is a pretty good dose, but yeah, hero's dose is like enough to make you. It changes you. Yeah, it changes you for real.
Dude, I grew up with a guy who used to eat them straight out of cow shit. It was unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Well, hey, I've explored consciousness. I've studied it, and yeah, I've experimented with a few different things, but that's always the power of our minds, the power of words. Okay, words are the symbols that carry the meanings, and the meanings carry the power, right?
Are you aware that
we're just ideas? That's all we are. We got to stop fighting and start figuring out how to bring the ideas together.
You got Wizard telling you all about words, and when he tells you that, I think I've witnessed more than once you shut them down because you're like, that doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. And I think that if you understood the words that you're speaking sometimes a little bit, well, no, hold on. Let me ask you, okay? When you say you understand the words that you speak, are you well versed in them? Do you realize there's a parse, syntax, grammar out there that says